I believe it, someone's fear, they could see me, and when I'm gone, I've been sleepless, in my head, please that they're watching me, people watching me, I feel like I'm losing my mind, feels like a dream I'm in all of the time, baby, feel like I'm losing my mind, feels like a dream I'm in all of my life, baby. If I do this, it's for real. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. I've been sleepless in my head. These are they watching me. People watching me. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Feels like a dream I'm in all of the time, baby. Feel like I'm losing my mind. Feels like a dream I'm in all of my life, baby. Watching me, feels like I'm losing, feels like I'm losing, losing my mind. Feels like they're watching me, feels like I'm losing, feels like I'm losing my mind. Feels like they're watching me. Feels like they're watching me. Watching me, feels like I'm losing, feels like I'm losing, losing my mind. Feels like they're watching me, feels like I'm losing, feels like I'm losing my mind. Without you in my life, everything's going right this time. Without you in my life.
Hello everybody. Welcome on in. Hope everyone's having a lovely day. I know I am. So yeah, we are going to continue the Poisoner's Piece. Pardon me. Pardon my excusing of myself. The tuba, the muzak. Then we come over here. Get the stream to this one. Then we mute that or pause it. There we are. Ah, why is that loud? How loud is this? It's not very loud, so why is it so loud? Well, it's fine. It's not terribly loud from what I can see. So yes, we are beginning once again the Poisoner's Piece, a very lovely slow burn story with a lot of Scottish. This is gonna be fun, and we're on episode or update 25. I don't think we have an actual chapter just yet. Previously. Oh right. We got the dude who was victim blaming. We who's victim blaming and touching without permission. You are forgiven for any fault, and I'm here because I'm doomed to make vile shortcakes. His Majesty has to eat something, I suppose, and my bakes are the only ones with stomach. Normally, I would despise having to travel, but this time there's at least pleasant company. Hooray! Long live His Majesty! Bless upon ye, Your Majesty! You're leaving this kingdom with nothing. Do you do it as a crowd? Think of the future, give us an heir! Hooray! Hooray! But what if those strangers don't want to be intimate with one another? Oh wait, no, this is the other one. But what if those strangers don't want to be intimate with one another? They must do so regardless. Aye, exactly that. 1,000 times over if need be, to keep the peace. Fergus, perhaps, Mr. Tegan, your opinions on things you do not understand are so endearing. You could continue to discuss these matters, or, well, how can you have more gratifying things to offer than your thoughts? Whap. Serious disclaimer. The series contains mature, dark themes. Reader discretion is advised. Chapters may be marked with content warnings. The following chapter contains strong language, blood, and violence. And there's also music recommendations. I'm going to buy that flea of a man a fruit basket. Maybe even 2 fruit baskets. It's the greatest thing to happen since I arrived in this kingdom. I wish I could say I had planned this, but... I'm not going to complain. Earlier, I do hate to be a bother, but would there happen to be another horse or room on one? Now that I'm standing outside, I realize just how stuffy the carriage actually is. Excuse me? You may have broken my shoulder, you wee fiend. But Fergus, if you were allergic to bees, the sting could have been fatal. I am not allergic. Oh, how unfortunate. I'm afraid there are no spare horses, no room upon one, Doctor. You and Fergus will have to endure one wee bee until we arrive. There will be no more abrupt stops, not unless there is proper cause. It's alright. The doctor can ride with me. What? What? We're out of the city now, and I do not mind. I need to get moving again. So come along now, Doctor. I will not offer twice. Oh, and Fergus, while we depart, you need to ensure there's no dirt on you that would be dragged into the carriage. Just to dust off, aye? But, Your Majesty, you did depart and then I dust off. How will I get back to the carriage? Run fast, I suppose. I must say, Your Majesty, I wouldn't have expected you to be the best rider present. I feel as though I should take offense to that. Oh, no, not at all. I merely thought Sir Alan took credit for all matters of athletic excellence. It is true that Sir Alan is talented in many things, but horses require more than strength. Are you always so chatty, Doctor? That depends entirely on the company. Besides, I've had so many questions for you, Your Majesty. Such as... maybe your appeal of horse riding for starters. Perhaps you could enlighten me as to what drew you to the sport. I suppose it lets my mind wander, complicated in its simplicity. How very true, Your Majesty. I imagine it requires more than brute strength, but also trust, endurance, reliability, a strong connection. Of course, it helps to have things that can... Doctor, I may have a gentle heart, but I would like to remind you that you are of the wee variety, and the ground is a fair way down. Status of your current upright position depends entirely on how you choose to finish that thought. Fair enough, Your Majesty. Sometimes the unfinished statement is more fun to ponder on anyway. I made it in time for your reading. Yay, welcome on in, welcome on in. But alas, fun must be put aside so I remain securely in one place. So please guide me, Your Majesty. What would be a safe topic? Your health? Nay, I don't know much like talking about my health. Yes, after all, the reading set upon me rather than conversation. I should have suspected that response. Sport then, perhaps, aside from horse riding. Nah, I do not participate in sport very often. Alright. What about food, other than shortcake? I do not eat much, and not much else than that. Well, isn't this a dilemma? Didn't expect to navigate such a dangerous conversational field. How about the weather? Or is that treacherous territory too? Imagine the weather to be safe commentary. Excellent in that case. What fair weather today. It's very refreshing and far less stuffy than inside that cramped carriage. Aye, speaking of cramped carriages. Doctor, despite my reservations toward a medical specialist, you are still a guest within this kingdom. I ken you're amongst strangers here, but I want to assure you that respect and safety are gifts freely given to you. So if any carriage ride is cramped, you just have to let me or my god ken. I'm touched by your concern, Your Majesty, and I thank you for it, but please don't use your precious time worrying about me. I'm quite capable of taking care of myself. Ha! Now that I do not doubt. I could not help but notice the new pattern Fergus has acquired on his coat. If that is not a new trend, then you're a force to be reckoned with, Doctor. I have no idea what you're talking about, Your Majesty. But if I did, I promise I'm perfectly alright. Don't wish to distress you with carriages or with the need for extra caregivers. Do you not like Mrs. Potts then? I hope she'd bring you the comfort you ask for. But if she's not here, I can have her sent away. Don't you dare do such a thing! But by which I mean you are free to do what you like. No need to trouble yourself, Your Majesty. Aye, because moving a dog in a castle is trouble and work. I'll make it a deal, Doctor. Come to my guard or I if you ever feel uncomfortable. Or at least acknowledge that you can do so. And Mrs. Potts stays put. Capable as you are, it's important to me that you feel you are safe. I do feel safe. I'm the best rider in Kiev, after all. But alright. If I feel even the slightest bit uncomfortable, I'll let someone know. Aye, good. So, Mrs. Potts is still employed to look after you, Doctor? Yes, good. It's hard to find work these days. Shouldn't put her out like that. We were just about to reach the turn, Doctor. You've not been to the south before, right? That would be correct. Aye, you're in for a treat then, Doctor.
Wow, people really like books, huh?
Ow! Hello, Violetta Gaming. Thank you for the follow. Please enjoy your stay in the Endless Archive, if indeed you do. Ow. Well, you're in for a treat then, Doctor. My guest of Keith has ever said otherwise. Hurry, you must close your eyes. As you wish, Your Majesty. Practically giddy with excitement. Clop, 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 clop. All right, Doctor. You can open your eyes. Oh, God, it's like the world is endless. Oh, that's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Well done. Well done. Holy hell. Eyes, beautiful size, is not it? Beautiful doesn't even begin to describe this. I've never seen anything like this before. I mean, just look at it. God, it's so pretty. I'd even eat the dirt. What? You're still the most handsome of you present, Your Majesty. Ah, I see. Do I also instill in you the desire to eat the dirt? Whoosh. Do you wish to inspire such a thing, Your Majesty? I do not ken. I've not ever thought about that before. Maybe the strangest question I've been asked. Thank you for the lovely welcome. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No, you're good. You're good. That's all part of the experience. You follow one of the books that's flying around in the between shelves, hits me in the head. And there's also another one that you can do once you build up enough points. Here, let me demonstrate. Where is it? Where's the organization mishap? There it is, 50 points. If you have 50 points, you can throw books at me like that. Okay, get off. There we go. Oh, shadows. I don't see these people. Oh my god, poor head. Yeah, no worries. I'm undead. I like, it's fine. Are these people still Scottish? I don't think so. I don't see them. Maybe it's true. Maybe they fled. They don't have to be. Awesome. No matter. Shouldn't have taken a contract they weren't able to complete. It's been months without any success. Clean this up. He's the Lone Rider in blue. Let him turn and strike him straight through his center. Ooh. Ah, sun sets fast these days. The light is almost gone. We'll have to make haste. There's still a camp to set up. Oh, thank you for taking the time to show me this view, Your Majesty. This is going even better than I had hoped. Charm, conversation, not to mention close proximity. Nothing could ruin this. What? Donk. Well, shit. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more at Bookshrug and Bookshrug on Blue Sky. Hey, it's updated. Sweet. I don't have to promote the hell site. Proofreaders, Vian Sola. If you're enjoying this series, I would love your support. Liking a chapter and / or subscribing goes a long way. And be sure to follow so you don't miss an update. If you want to support me, please check out my Patreon or Ko-fi. Check out the Patreon or Ko-fi, y'all. Hey everyone, the anniversary of The Poisoner's Piece is coming up on April 3rd, 2024. I can't believe a year has gone by. Watching you last time made me realize I had never updated older chapters with the right social media. I appreciate that so much. No worries. That's like a auxiliary benefit I've found out when reading this, and then when the creators pop into the stream, they notice I was like, oh wait, I can fix that. Hang on. I've been reading a comic on stream, had a weird issue with a page on a webcomic, and the artist was just like, hey, what page is that? It's like page 272. Okay, hang on. Okay, refresh. And I refresh it and they fucking fix it. It's so cool. There will be a special anniversary chapter that week. As part of that, I'm doing a Q&A section. Feel free to submit any questions by Sunday, March 17th. I'm excited to see what questions you may ask. Hey, it's the panel redraw contest. Yep, all of that. Ooh, start out your month with new reads. Broken Mirage, Across Your Shattered Sky, Finding Meaning, A Wish That Bloomed in Fall, Tales of Sundown, Legacy, By Dying, pardon me, By Dying, Surviving Beauty, and Locked Away. Boop. Next. Poisoner's Piece. Previously. Whoop. There we go. Okay, the following chapter contains strong language, blood, strongly implied murder, violence, and disturbing imagery. Viewer discretion is advised. It is not in the nature of assassins to be impatient. They know the taste of an opportune moment. Their palate is refined. Your Majesty! I'm fine. It did not hit me, but the doctor... No. Instead, it is those who paid for a vile deed done who become impatient. The impatience leads to rash actions, and to target secrets left undiscovered. Whoop. Yet the purchaser urges for the swift spillage of blood, their demands echoing off the slopes of golden coins. It is this impatience that becomes many an assassination's downfall. Thud. Make for the old orphanage. They will not be able to get past the protective barrier. Nods. Right straight east is not far. We'll guard your flank. Useless. I'll handle it myself. Just keep him in one place. You... Hold on, Doctor. There's a healer at the orphanage. It's not far. Curl up. Thunk. You... Thud. Whoosh. Your Majesty! Hey, welcome on in, Blue Mouse. Grog. Alright. You have me. Those I travel with is not to do with your task. I'll not go anywhere. Just leave them be and silence. Jolt. Rise. It's nothing personal. I simply don't like my work speaking to me. But be at ease. Our travel companions mean nothing to me. The only target I have is you. And this man. Pity. It is a shame the arrow did not kill him outright. He too shall die, but it is an act of mercy. I will end his suffering first, and give you a swift death. Step. Whoop. Oh, okay. Oh, hi. Hello. You're a red flag, but damn, you're pretty. You all look confused. That's fine. You aren't here for your regular lessons. The doctor expects you rats to succeed. They see promise in you. That's why they sent you to me. You've all excelled in your lessons, but those lessons don't mean shit if you fail. Think you won't? You're vermin, not heroes in some book who are without fault. You're gonna fuck up at some point. You can look like rising stars to others, but not to me. I don't fucking care if you can make a mixture. You want to impress me? Show me how promising you are in the face of failure. See, when your target knows exactly what you're there to do, you'll become a monster standing between this trivial life and a pitiful death. Lol, red flag power of being pretty, yes. But they'll want that life. They'll be desperate for it. So what will you do then? You gonna ask them to drink your deadly little poisons? You gonna apologize and say it was a misunderstanding? Fuck no. They're gonna try to kill you. So you're gonna have to kill them first. There won't be some guaranteed fancy weaponry around you. Might be in an alley, a garden, a bedroom, on a boat, who knows? So, my little starlings, there are 4 unhappy targets behind me, and this isn't practice. I have no weapon. Get creative, or you're not leaving this room alive. When faced with danger, don't try and survive. That's what your target wants to do. But you'll take whatever you're feeling and push it away. You're nothing now. You're empty. You're nothing but a tool. And you work well. Oof. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Snap. You. So, little starlings. Oop. Oop. Ooh. Oh, his color went away when he fell back into the habits. Impress me again. Ooh. Ooh. Oh man, that's dark. That one moment of trauma sent him back into the habits. Oh. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug on Instagram or Bookshrug on Blue Sky. Proofreaders via Sola. Check out the Ko-fi and or Patreon. Hello, this is the same notification update for that. Okay, read this. Following contains strong language, blood, and violence. Viewer discretion is advised. Who are you? I was going to grant you a merciful death. Now you're in the way. Whoosh. Ooh. Stupid hell-touched goat! Dare you interrupt my business? And when I am speaking, I'll teach you some... whoosh. Whoop. Steps back. Your Majesty, Colum, can you hear me? Answer me, Colum. Alan? Oh, thank the gods. Listen, Colum. The archer has vanished, but his thorns still remain. Cannot cut through them. But we're going to try and burn them away with our supplies. We must stay away from the walls until we make a path. Then run as fast as you can. Alan, the doctor. You have to hurry. No, but Alan, the doctor. You have to hurry. He's fighting. If they're fighting, then let them. Do not interfere, Colum. It's too dangerous. Just leave them be and you'll wait for a moment to run. Whoosh. Whoop. Step. 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 Whoop. Slash. Whoop. Turn. Whoop. Kick. Grab. Toss. Whoop. Step. Step. Pause. Whoop. He's hurt. He cannot win. I don't like killing those who aren't my target. I was going to put you out of your misery, yet you had to get in the way. You're either fearless or stupid. This isn't a fair fight, is it? You can barely move your body. I do respect your endurance. Because of that, I will be quick. So close your eyes and accept that death is upon you. It is a pity, though. I could have used someone like you. You have but seconds before these thorns are burnt up. Then my guard will be upon us. So make your choice. Will you kill me? Will you kill him or me? It seems you're either stupid or fearless too. But how to decide? I'm almost through with this one. I'd wager I could kill you both. They say I have a gentle heart, and aye, it is true. But if you cannot decide, I urge you to flee while you still can. I thought I told you. I don't like my work speaking to me. Enough of your arrogance. You can die first. Tap, 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 tap. Whoop. Stabs. Colum, quickly, come this way. Doctor, there is way out. We must hurry. Ooh. Bottle. That sound. Alan, make haste. I will carry him. We'll carry him to the carriage. Such a lovely sound. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug on Instagram or with Blue Sky. Proofreader being Sola. Follow on Blue Sky or Ko-fi. Bonus. The horse is fine. I just hate drawing him. Start out your months with new reads. Broken Mirage. Across Your Shattered Sky. Finding Meaning. I've already read that one. A Wish That Bloomed in Fall. Tales of Sundown. Legacy. By Dying, Surviving Beauty, and Locked Away. Previously, we've already read all of this. Ah, that sound. Such a lovely sound. I love that. I love that scene. That's so good. Following chapter contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. It's one of my favorite panels. It was so nice to draw. It's so good because you see him on the verge of death, and the sound of Colum's heartbeat is what brings back his like color. And that's just a lovely, lovely touch. It's warm, quiet. Can you hear the faint rustle of wind outside? The crackling of fire. I can smell dried herbs. Sage, wormwood, mint, parsley, fennel. Something is cooking. Onion and garlic. I can hear it bubbling. It's comfortable. Quaint. I didn't know death would be this way. Hey, mister, you're not dead. See? You're not dead. Are you quite certain? Ach, dear. I asked you to wash him for 2 shakes of a rat's tail yet while I stepped out, not to startle the poor lad. Ooh. Aye, sorry. Quite all right. Quite. That is twice now. Mother Fiona, His Majesty was telling the truth about Mr. Tegan. Really does talk fancy. I beg your pardon, but I do what now? I beg your pardon. You see, fancy talk. Just like His Majesty said. Bonabel, let the lad be settled now. There's hard enough keeping the heart of his beating. So do not go making him any sort of anxious. At least not until he's had his stew. My heart. Aye, before you arrived here, gave everyone a nasty scare. The arrow was slicing you up each time you moved, but it managed to miss all your important vital bits. And even more fortunate is that you have the most stubborn bird in your chest. I've used up so much magic I could not even heal a housefly if I asked. But that heart you have kept fluttering, even when it seemed a lost cause. Aye, but you did perfectly well now, right? Well, Fiona and His Majesty shooed me away and I hid because I wanted to see. I should not have. There was a lot of blood on you. It was really scary. So I stayed to make sure you woke up. And wake you did. You have certainly had one of the more exciting welcomes to this old orphanage, haven't you? Call me Mother Fiona, and this here is Bonibel. You can rest easy now, Mr. Tegan. You're under the orphanage protection. Barrier that keeps us all safe. Ah, and of course the watchful eye of dear Bonibel. Perhaps she was just the making of a doctor, you know? Well, I was not the only one waiting. His Majesty was in there. Was in here lots to make sure Mr. Tegan woke up. Aye, it's because he is a good king, and an even better lad. Wait, the king? Could you tell me more? He just stood first. This is so kind, and it smells wonderful, but truthfully, I'm not very hungry. Ooh. Slurp. Ah! Ooh. Well, that did the trick. I feel good as new. Alright then, you two, come along. You just need a spot of lunch and some fresh air, and a stretch of those legs will do you a world of good. Besides, His Majesty will be pleased to see you up and about. Aye, come on. Oh, wait, do you mean the king is still here? I thought he would have left. Nah, Mr. Tegan. You paced so much, I thought we was going to go straight to the floor. I want to see you open your eyes just as much as me. Is that so? Interesting. You mentioned this orphanage is protected by a barrier? Oh, aye. Some ruffians were giving me trouble, so His Majesty did his best to help. The magic in the barrier is difficult to maintain, so it only covers a small area. But you'll find no safer place in all the Southern Kingdom. Well, thank you for sheltering me while I was terribly vulnerable. For saving my life, of course. Oh, it was no bother at all. But you and the king can stay as long as you may need. How kind. It is greatly appreciated. Wait, the king and I? Are the others not here? Sir Alan? Fergus? Oh, nay. They left after you got in the last night. There's a nearby village where the terrible assassin can be kept. He survived, but it's far too dangerous to keep him on the road with you. So Sir Alan will make sure he's tucked safe and securely away, and then he'll bring back more guard for protection on the way to Burfirth. But like I said, Mr. Tegan, this is a safer place in the entire Southern Kingdom. So the king and yourself will be just fine alone. There's no danger to be found here. That is so wonderful to hear. This is it. This is the opportunity I've been waiting for. Naively believe they've created a safe pocket in the world. I'll take full advantage of it. King will need a drink at some point. Perhaps I'll wait until he's asleep, but ugh! Come on, Mr. Tegan, move your feet. I shouldn't have worried. Maybe the longest job I've had so far. It required the most patience, but there's nothing to stand in my way now. Due to the accessibility of resources, mostly has remained in the leading supplier of goods in the central continent. Aye, very good. Very good. Doctor, you're awake. Oh, how strange. My heart hurts. Oh no, you've fallen in love. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug all over. Proofreader via Soda. Check out Patreon and or Ko-fi. It's 1 a.m. You need to sleep. But you can't. Just one more chapter, you tell yourself. You got those feels. Yep. Just one more chapter. Just one more, and then I'll sleep. It's not even late. You glance at the clock. Oh no, it's 2 a.m. now. But you're binge reading After Prom by Ingorboris, so it's worth it. Check out this fun series and give it lots of love. I've been there. Oh no, the feels, lol, yep. But I've definitely been there. That is me with my ADHD when I start hyperfixating on a comic, and it's just like, I'll just keep reading it. I'll finish this and I'll finish in an hour and then go to bed. And then I look and it's like 5 a.m. and it's like, oh well. I might as well keep reading. It's the prizes. There we go. Boop, boop, boop. Is that my alarm? No, it's the sound of birds. Yep. Okay. For a dance. Da-da-da. Wake. We've already read this. Following contains strong language and blood. Alright, little ones, come and get a bite to eat. It's the hero, it's the hero. What did you call me? You're just like a knight. You're a hero. A hero. I'm like a knight? Oh, aye. You most certainly are a knight. You saved His Majesty from a wicked villain, and His Majesty told us how dashing and daring you were. Eh? How you were made a handsome hero. It's so romantic. Goodness. Dashing, daring, and handsome. That is strange. I've never crossed saying anything like that. You've taken some creative liberties there, Elizabeth. And a lot of them. Maybe, but you have to admit, Your Majesty, they make things interesting. Alright, that is enough of that. Come get a bite to eat, you troublemakers. Bonnabelle, why don't you go look over the others? I need to speak to His Majesty. Fine, but make sure you're still resting. It's good to see you up and about, Doctor. How are you faring? Oh, splendid, Your Majesty. Refreshed, really. Fresh air, warm food, and good company have done wonders for me. Perhaps, though, said company, would like to find a bottle of wine and settle back with me. Oop. Hey, another spam got detected. Good bots in chat, y'all. This is an orphanage. There is no wine here. Clearly you're feeling well, Doctor. I'm glad for it. I am feeling well, and such pleasant company makes me feel even better. Say, do you feel closer, Your Majesty? They say near-death experiences bring people together in a way others can't understand. I feel... God, I do not think he's breathing anymore. Mother Fiona, come quickly! Press here while I get my supplies. Do not lift your hands! Yes, Your Majesty? I'm so sorry, Doctor. Truly I am. Sorry? But whatever for, Your Majesty? Because you got shot by an arrow that was not even meant for you. Yes, I suppose there is that. I mean, it's not even your kingdom, and I am not the monarch you serve. Your Majesty, it's fine. And your flowers falling. I had prattled on about coming to me if he did not feel safe. The irony is awful. It's going to get ruined, Your Majesty. You should be more... It could have been killed, Doctor, but do not fret. We will be more careful. Oh. It smells sweet. Like strawberries. Doctor? Spring! Is my heart going to burst? What the hell is wrong with me? Are you alright, Doctor? Of course I am. I just got a tad dizzy, that's all. Do you need Mother Fiona? No, let's not trouble her. I only needed a moment to catch my breath. All is well now. This is why I wanted to apologize to you. You were not the man's target, and yet you're the one who has to suffer for it. It's a lovely sentiment, Your Majesty, and I'm touched by your concern. But isn't this how it should be? You're the king. I'm not. If I had died in your stead, no one would grieve. People would rejoice that their leader is safe. I would grieve. I will grieve for any life lost at the sake of my own. Is that such a surprise? Sometimes I wear a shiny and absurdly heavy hat on the top of my head. But a crown does not make my life any more than anyone else's. But you're a king. You govern an entire country. Aye, and you're a medical prodigy. I thought you'd make as much of an impact as I do. You saved my life. I wonder how many other people owe their lives to you, Doctor. Yes, I wonder. But I digress. In this instance, you are absolutely correct, Your Majesty. I've done a spectacular job. So enough talking about which life is more important, but heavy conversation. Let's return to what you were saying earlier. Do you want my king, and this is my kingdom, how I almost died? That's very true. Therefore, I should get a reward. If you're gonna ask to share a bottle of wine, then I will have to disappoint you. I was not lying about there being no wine here at the orphanage. And you're about to ask for something inappropriate, didn't I? Why, Your Majesty, I would never ask for anything of an inappropriate nature. No, my request is a simple one. The only reward I want is a dance. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug and at Bookshrug on Blue Sky. Check out the Ko-fi and Patreon. Hi everyone. For the month of April, we're doing things a little differently because it's the 1-year anniversary. Thank you so much for your support and encouragement. I can't believe a year has gone by already and our story is just beginning. I genuinely can't express how excited I am to share it and go on this journey with you. To celebrate 1 year of the Poisoner's Peace, there will be lots of extra things throughout the month of April. Chapters might be shorter to accommodate this, but there will also be more chapters. So be sure to like and comment, and most importantly, I hope you enjoy all the extra things. And with that, we'll move straight into the beginning of our Q&A. It's split into a few parts, so you'll see a little at the end of each chapter. Question 1. What inspired this story? In 2018, I began running a D&D campaign for some friends. The story was about 5 prophesied individuals who had to save the world from a terrible monster. Or so a prophecy said. The campaign became filled with characters for the players to interact with, many of which were tied directly to the prophecy that the players couldn't seem to escape from. The party traveled to Vrock, where the Poisoner's Peace began, and utterly hated it. It was dark, cruel, and bitter. And just like it did for Tegan, the adventure took the players to the Southern Continent's capital city, Kiev. There was so much lore to dive into the campaign, so the Poisoner's Peace is just a taste of a bigger story. The comic takes place 31 years before the campaign begins, so we get to spend time with the characters. This is the original map of the world. Damn. Red circle is where Tegan is from. The yellow circle is where Colum lives. He's the monarch of the entire southern continent. Wow. Central continent is where Tegan is saying he's from as part of his disguise. Southern continent inspired a lot by Scotland. Fell in love with the landscape during my travels and never wanted to leave. We were walking at one point and I remember thinking, what if we just kept going? I probably could have. It's genuine joy to draw the landscapes, and I get to revisit my photos to use as reference. Wow. I've always wanted to go to like Ireland and Scotland, but it's like so expensive to travel. I also really love romance. This lore is essentially a love story, so it really stuck out to me. I love a good slow burn romance. I wanted to represent healthy characters, or characters who will grow to become healthy. Question 2. How do you come up with the designs for their clothes? I absolutely love how there's always a new beautiful outfit, like the details. Oh my god. First, thank you. That's so kind. I love fancy outfits and the details that come with them, so I knew I had to indulge in creating some. It's all thanks to the internet, though. I got lots of pictures and typically get inspired by a piece or two. I may like the buttons on a vest, but the waist's on another. It all comes together in the end. They're so pretty. If you go off season, a round trip ticket can be like $500 compared to the sometimes normal 1.3K. Yeah, but currently, how I sit, I have streaming that gives me some like a little bit, and then my part-time job, which gives me like $500 is basically like my portion of rent. So it's very hard for me to travel. But like eventually I hope to get to a point where I can travel like that. I would really love to like go abroad for a little bit. Things to look forward to. Yeah, for sure. And hopefully maybe if I like start getting monkey. I should turn that one off. That was for my Black Myth Wukong playthrough. But hello, Rat Queen, welcome on in. But eventually, I hope to get things going to a point where maybe if I start publishing my stories and my comics and maybe getting my songs published and all of that, maybe I'll be able to make enough money to actually go traveling like that someday. Question 3. What are the character sexualities and their love languages? Tegan, bisexual, words of affirmation. Colum, gay, physical touch. Cassius, bisexual, physical touch. Leary, pansexual, quality time. Aww, pansexual representation. Fergus, gay, receiving gifts. Yvla, asexual, words of affirmation. Question 4. What is your process for writing and drawing? I will confess I have a terrible process, but it works for me. I'll use chapter 22 as an example. Step 1. Plot out the chapter. This is typically through very simple statements. So it looks like this. Tegan stands before the assassin with Colum's cloak and a stick in his hand. His heart is racing. The assassin scoffs. Here was going to grant you a merciful death. Now you're just in the way. Tegan rushes forward. Fight! The assassin grits his teeth. It's all botched and expected. Tegan falls down dizzy. The king catches him. He turns back to color because he hears the king's heartbeat. He wakes up at the orphanage. I mean, that's pretty much how I do my writing. I do it kind of a mix between scripting and also writing a novel. Aside from key statements, I write a lot of the dialogue as I create the scene. Sometimes random lines come to me as I'm going about my day. I'll add them to the Excel sheet. Step 2, design an outfit, any outfit needed. Reference sheets are helpful. Gets us exactly where we need. Exactly. Like my current comic script is yeah, my current comic script. Yeah, I'm on chapter 4 of my comic script, and the 4th chapter and the 4th song are posted in my server, and I'm currently working on song number 5 and chapter 5. Reference sheets are helpful when working with so many outfits. They do take time to put together a sheet for the outfit. Chapter 22 already had reference sheets by this time, so I didn't need to make them. Nice. Step 3, begin drawing. Ooh, very nice. Sounds like good progress. Yeah, it's progress. I wouldn't call it good just because ADHD keeps me going like, okay, I'm going to start working on this, and I write a sentence. Then I want to work on something else, and then I want to work on something else. And it definitely sucks. But I'm slowly but surely, I do plow through, like, eventually getting something written. I don't create storyboards or draw lines first. It would probably be helpful if I did. Instead, I work with a canvas of 1,600 by 20,000 and go down the page. I don't move on until a panel is completely finished, lighting, dialogue, effects, etc. I'm not sure why, but it helps me keep a flow in the pacing/page and allows me to brainstorm dialogue. I do end up randomly adding scenes though, which can be good or bad. Whip. Done. Whip. And that's it. That's the entire process for creating a chapter. Nice. That's all for now. See you next week. Boop. Boop. Poisoner's Piece, previously. Read this one, read this one, read this one. Please note, the Poisoner's Piece will sometimes discuss different poisons, their effects, and how to make them. While many of the poisons are inspired by real plants and their effects, and may share in some similarities, including names, this is a fantasy story, and the descriptions and recipes are ultimately all fake. You will not learn anything about real poisons from this story. Do not attempt to take any lessons into a real-world setting. That would be dangerous. When dealing with or asking questions about real poisons, please contact the appropriate authorities. This author is just making lots of stuff up for storytelling purposes, not providing education. Now then, happy reading! Series disclaimer. Following chapter contains strong language. Well, that's with me? Unless the tree has a sudden urge to frolic, then yes, with you, your majesty. The tree will make a better partner than me. I did not dance. Yes, I remember. Celebrations, if I recall correctly. Does our time together now qualify as a celebration? We had a conversion outside while the children have their lunch. It hardly qualified as any type of festivity. Well then, by your own logic, you're free to dance, yes? I meant night. Oh, I see. So we are celebrating while in the midst of each other's company. Such peril. Seems I've lost at your devious game, Doctor. But the answer is still nah. Oh, of course, your majesty. I would never force you. I had only been hoping to distract myself. Mother Fiona said that awful assassin was still alive, and I'm glad he is. Don't think I could have lived with myself if I had taken a life. But he terrified me. I hate admitting I was scared, but I was. I still am. Suppose I would have liked to occupy my thoughts with something more joyful. Doctor, I'll be surprised if you were not scared. I felt the same way. After the first attempt on my life, I did not think I would ever feel safe again. But slowly I did. It will be the same. Almost the man is injured and disdained, and Salaran will make sure he is secure until we can question him. You are safe, I swear it, and you should be proud of yourself. Doctor, you defended us and you saved my life. I truly am grateful for you. Grateful enough for a dance, perhaps? I am grateful, Doctor. It's just that... well, let me rephrase what I said earlier. I do not dance because I cannot dance at all. It's even better, Your Majesty. It seems there's much I can teach you, and it can all start with dancing. Nay, no dancing! Hold on. Nay, your doctor, you should ken better, so you're gonna rest. Well, I'm afraid you cannot argue with that, Doctor. This should be simple. I need to poison the king then flee. I have various substances with me, the kind that could work immediately, or the kind that would take a few days. I'm not hesitating, and I'm not distracted. This will get done. Tonight I will kill him. Children's fault I couldn't do anything during the day. They were always in the way. Only the king is my target. Tonight I'll complete my work without risking any harm to the children. Patience will provide the opportune moment. Of course, I had to make sure no one suspected me. That's all today was. It was one lie and false smile after another. None of it was real. Yes, it felt comfortable, and it was tempting to fall prey to the strange ease of these motions. But I know the truth. I know that things that are supposed to feel good can still break you. So it felt real even for just a moment, only because I am so good at pretending. Now it is time. Children are asleep. Mother Fiona is asleep. Doesn't matter if the king is asleep or not. I have a plan for either circumstance. Leaves of hemlock and wolfsbane would bring death within a few hours. Evil as homemade mixtures takes minutes. There's no need to frighten the children again. It means powder from the Karen bean is best. Dissolves instantly in any type of liquid and causes the organs to fail over the course of 3 days. It's an agonizing way to die. So perhaps I should have let that assassin kill us. Oh, Your Majesty. I didn't expect you to be a liar. I happened across some wine in the cupboard. looks like you can share in a cup with me after all. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug at Bookshrug. If you're enjoying the series, check out the Patreon, like and subscribe, do all that jazz. Check out the Ko-fi as well. Bonus! My friend was videoing and drew some of the pictures for me. She had fun and did a great job. Aww. That's great. Everyone, for the month of April, doing things a bit differently. Yep, it's the 1 year anniversary. Poisonous Piece, there'll be a lot of extras, and here we go. Question 5. Tegan, seeing how you like dogs, which breed of dog is your favorite? Oh, that's a simple one. Whatever these are. Question 6. What are the puppies' names? Puppies are named after my partner and some awesome friends of mine, 3 of which are players in the campaign I ran. They all read the comic and are super supportive, which is awesome. Dom, Harry, Victoria, Megan. Ugh. These questions. Question 7. If Evla and Leary met, what would happen or how would they behave? Hey, honeybee. Question 8. If Column and Red Flag Boy met, what would happen and how would they behave? Question 9. Tegan, how would you feel about kids? How do you feel about kids? Because you looked heartbroken after you caused the death of the doll girl. Happy in your interaction with the flower girl. I can't answer them. You'll find out why. Question 10. If Column sees Tegan as a fox, what does Tegan see Column as? Well, obviously, the chicken. Question 11. Did we see a modern... Whoop. Ads. Ads. Evil ads. And we're back. Thank you everybody so much. Once again, the ads do support us here in the Endless Archives. Please consider subscribing if you're able. You can also use your free subscription with your Amazon Prime account. You get one a month if you want to toss it at anyone on this platform. We definitely appreciate it. Daddy Bezos doesn't need the money. And you can also use Twitch Turbo. It supports the entire platform all at once without having to worry about multiple subscriptions. Can we see a modern world setting interaction with the cast? I might expand on this one day because it was really fun to think about. This is a sort of first draft. First I thought maybe Tegan would be punkish in a modern setting, but after some thought, he's giving me more cool leather jacket wearing rebel vibes. He has a big personality, but his life and experiences do make him a bit of a loner. Call him as easy though. He'd be that university student who studies too hard, wants to impress everyone, and never gets enough sleep. But he's dependable, so he's the head of any organization he joins. That's all for now. Wunderbar, wunderbar. Poisoner's Peace. Previously. The following contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Doctor, despite how the bottle seems. That is not wine. That is simply grape juice. Which makes you wrong. I am not a liar. Ah, well, a drink is a drink, isn't it? Sometimes. At present, that is all it is. So fine, Doctor. You can come sit. It's a quiet night and I am not against company. Ah, it seems I've lost a wager with my own self. You see, I was certain that you would put up a fuss and deny me. For all I know, you're not entirely fond of my presence here in Keediff. Only because I ken there is no specialist I can do for me. As for you personally, I ken that you, nah, never mind. Goodness, how mildly ominous of you, Your Majesty. With a statement like that, I may need a drink after all. How long do you suppose it would take this juice to turn to wine? Very funny, Doctor. I'm quite surprised Mother Fiona doesn't indulge at all, though. Oh? I would struggle to last a week with those children. They're exhausting. She's no healer, she's a saint. I admire Mother Fiona greatly. Speaking of surprises, you're a bit of one, Doctor. I did not expect you to do so well around the children. You do not get to meet many people. I did enjoy your presence. It was nice to see them so excited. Well, I'm glad to have pleased you, Your Majesty, although... Well, to be frank, your surprise is not unjustified. I am not very fond of children. They buzz around like little bees and often get in the way. I appreciate your candor. Children do require a lot of work, but it's a fair thought. With that being said, it's an innocent sort of buzzing, isn't it? They're still learning, so they make noise. It's people around them, the ones who are older, who will choose to either nurture that buzzing or silence it. The child never gets a choice. I don't think that's right. So even if I'm not fond of children, or even if they annoy me at times, I'll give them a smile or go along with their games. I'll listen to their buzzing. I don't want to silence them. Forgive me, Doctor. There's weight to your words. I get the sense I may have reminded you of something that is personal to you. I will not pry, but thank you for sharing such thoughts with me. You're a fair bit more virtuous than I gave you credit for. You're too kind, Your Majesty. Please ignore my rambling. I don't know why I said any of that. Clearly this juice is stronger than I thought. Besides, any trait I possess is entirely lackluster. When compared to your own, why, after all I've seen, I would even qualify you as perfect, Your Majesty. How flattering. But I'm not perfect, Doctor. But I dare say that by rejecting my flattery, you're only confirming the nature I believe you to have. But alright, no flattery. What about poetry? Something like, even in moonlight you shine as bright as the sun, or is that too much? Aye, Doctor. That is too much. It seems I'm the one evoking personal memories. Forgive me, Your Majesty, if I have offended you. Do not worry, Doctor. You have not offended me. It's just a memory. could not have ever kenned that your words run parallel to a similar sentiment I used to hear often. You must shine as bright as the sun, Colin. You dislike it? Aye, very much so. If I may ask, who used such a sentiment with you, Your Majesty? My father. Before he died, he used to tell me that a king should be like the sun. He should be receding light in the sky, blinding to look upon and impossible to touch. How can anyone follow such a lie? Necks tilted back and eyes burning? That is not what I ever wanted, so I did not like the comparison. Alright then, so what would you rather be like? Excuse me? If a king is not as radiant as the sun, then what is he like? You make a habit of asking questions I have not thought about before. But I suppose if I am not the sun, I will want to be a firefly. Really? A firefly? Isn't that some little bug? That is right, Doctor. Bonnie, deny you think? You'll have to forgive me, Your Majesty, but I'm confused. Wouldn't you rather be something grand, like the moon? Failing to see how a bug can possibly be beautiful. Doctor, have you ever seen fireflies before? I don't think I've ever seen them the way you do. Perhaps you could show them to me sometime. We do not need to wait. Would you like to see now? What? Just step forward and clap your hands. This isn't going to make me appear as a fool, is it? I would not do that to you, Doctor. Alright then. Clap. Whoosh. Gods. You're right. They are beautiful, Your Majesty. Aye, they are. The sun burns brightly, but fireflies are gentle. And yet even shadows fade as such a soft glow. And while one firefly can be uniquely handsome, they are most vivid when they work together. My father was not a bad king, but a sun often is blinded by its own magnificence. I want to be amongst others who want to light up this wee bit of darkness. This orphanage, for example. This is not all of the children. Many are housed in nearby villages right now because it got too crowded. I propose creating a new larger orphanage, and everyone has come together to make such a task possible. Just imagine, Doctor. School right on the location, and no space for each child to get their own bed. Gods, I'm rambling. You'll have to excuse me, Doctor. This Lear likes to warn people not to talk to me about the kingdom not to talk about the kingdom with me. How can I not talk about all there is left to do? Are you sure you're not perfect, Your Majesty? Even if you aren't, the world is lucky. Doctor, are you alright? Ah, yes. I'm fine. I just don't remember what I was going to say. That's it then. It's done. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Book Shrug. If you're enjoying the series, support on Patreon and Ko-fi. And then it's the 1-year anniversary Q&A. Next week I'll be showing you the results of the panel redraw contest. I'm so excited to show you these awesome pieces. How am I supposed to pick a winner? As cliche as it sounds, they're all winners in my heart. Okay, that definitely did sound cliche. Thank you all for sending in questions and for the love and support in general. It's been so amazing to share this story with you. And we're only just getting started. Brace your hearts, this is a bumpy ride. Reading this comic has definitely given me a sense of joy that other mediums in art haven't. It just sort of clicked in my mind, if that makes sense. I get it perfectly. I understand this perfectly. I think that's why your support and encouragement means even more to me. You're both sharing in the joy of it all. I had no idea that a little piece of lore from a D&D campaign would turn into such a wild ride. But I definitely want to thank my players, the Prophesized 5, for giving me such a boost of creativity, and for having such patience as I went on long-winded rambles about world building and lore. Actually, speaking of those players, since they know my storytelling methods better than anyone, I thought it would be fun to bring a few of them in here. Hi again, friends. Hi, hello there. So any advice for readers as the story progresses? Yes, you'll get more attached to characters than you think you will. Get ready for a wonderful roller coaster of emotions. DG, what about you? You're being quiet because I know the truth. Listen to me. You out there. She loves Shakespeare. Yes, I need security. She's gone rogue again. There's so many emotional moments in the campaign. I wept, actually weeping more than 3 times. No, they need to know. She doesn't believe in plot armor. So many things can go wrong. Wow, that was exciting. Let's take a break for now. No! Hey, I'll tell you what happens in the story if you pay me. Michael! Yeah. Hi everyone, 3 updates in 1 month is really something. Phew! This week I'm happy to display the participants in the panel redraw contest. Please be sure to give everyone some love, and if they have a comic, be sure to check them out. With that being said, let's get to it. Tales of Sundown. Ugh, you're really hot. Though, obviously. Really now, this is long overdue. Squish. Legacy. I am a god. Finding meaning. A warning. Ba-dum. Oh, yes. Yep. Wee's Antlers. That Wee's answered on Twitter. I'm not going to complain. Distracted Gamer on Twitter. Mr. Tegan. Light of Aludel. Very nice. Oh, it's the moment where his color came. Giants of Greywater. Oh, look at that. By dying. Very nice. Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra. Ooh. I crave your attention. Ooh. Very nice. Lovely Beruma surprised me with this beautiful redrawing. They didn't want to be part of the contest, but wanted to give me this gift. I'm so touched. Whatever your past experiences may have been, and whatever scars they may have left behind on you, may be a long while before you accept that this new air is good. That's perfectly alright. Give yourself the grace to fail, but all the time you may need. 1 breath at a time. Poisoner's Peace by Book Shrug. Aww. And Broken Mirage. Nice. I'm absolutely blown away by the panel redraw submissions. Everyone did such an amazing job in capturing their chosen scene and the art. Oh my gosh, the art. I was so excited to see each and every piece. Thank you again to all who participated. You added such a bright spot to my day and made this anniversary extra special. It was then I realized that I was supposed to pick a first place winner. How? You know, if I had 6 arms and 12 more hours to my day, I'd pick all of you and happily give you each a prize. You just think it was a cheesy cliche when people said that, but I get it now. The winner of the 2024 Repanel Redraw contest is the duo from Legacy Creators, doing our best. It'll be in touch soon if I haven't been already. I am a god. Lastly, I want to say again, thank you to you, wonderful reader. Your support of the story, your excitement in the comics, your posts on social media when things are going well or not well, looking at you, Mr. Arrow in chest. It means so much to me. I wish I had a better way to describe my appreciation, but it's definitely the truth. Can't wait to celebrate another year of this story with you. Here's to many more. May we all be well and safe. All my love be. Oh. Boop. Alright, then we come back here. Previously, you read all of that. Content contains strong language, disturbing imagery. Your discretion is advised. Look at that, it happened again. Another candle snuffed out. I want to run another contest, but also never again because that was hard. That's fair. Can not one good thing exist in this world? Is that too much to ask, Shh, you're interrupting the performance. This is my favorite part. It's the part where he becomes exactly what he's supposed to be. He's a beautiful tool. He feels nothing. I would not be so certain of that. I think the strings holding him are starting to hurt a bit. Aye, such a shame. What to do, eh? The answer is simple. Strengthen the strings. But how sad. He's still struggling. Cannot even be a proper tool. Which is a pity because even in all your broken splendor, you are fearless. Your anguish, you will seek me out once again. Then I will take my reward. Gods. Suppose it really is time to get back. Can hear people outside. Sounds like Alan has returned. We'll be heading to Burfirth, which means the king will perish during our travel. That works well for me. It gives me plenty of time to ensure he passes and fulfill the client's extra request, and find a ship to either sneak or bribe my way onto. Ah, Doctor, good morning. Glad to see you, alright. Aye, did you sleep well, Mr. Tegan?
Hello there.
Hello, Horace. Welcome on in. I slept fine, Mother Fiona, like I always do. Thank you so much for asking. And please, let me take this off your hands. Oh, you're a kind one. Thank you to Mr. Tegan. I'll go and see if His Majesty is doing getting ready. Best to check on how he's faring, anyway. How he's faring? Have the symptoms started already? Sir Alan, how is... Doctor, I beg your pardon for interrupting, but I'm glad to have caught you for a moment. I don't fuss with words, so I'll be blunt with you. You succeeded where I did not. Thank you for saving His Majesty's life. You're so very welcome, Sir Alan. Aye, many thanks indeed, although you agree, Sir Alan, that we have not had such a wee hero before. Step. Near embarrassing would not you think? No, but a wee hero than one who hides away in a carriage. I would have gladly fought, but His Majesty only eats those vile shortcakes made by my hands, which makes me the second most important person present. I cannot risk my life. Speaking of which, His Majesty will need to break his fast before we leave. I should get straight to work, lest he lose even more weight. Not that I expect to be appreciated for such an important task. You know, I've come to the conclusion that he's a bit of a toad. You don't need to be a prodigy to ken that. Not what you're gonna say. Not what you're gonna say before. I wanted to ask, why is Mother Fiona checking on His Majesty? Is he unwell? It's too early for any agonizing symptoms to appear. It's possible the minor ones have begun. Probably lightheaded, his muscles might ache. Poison will work faster because he's already ill. Aye. You'll have to excuse His Majesty. He's in a bit of a state. Never mind, you can ask yourself. Welcome back, Your Majesty. Sir Alan. Aye, sure I cannot help back up the carriage. But wait, has my rose been settled? I could make sure she's all set. Oh, it's the doctor. You're up early, Doctor. I was keen to have you sleep until we were all ready to depart. Your Majesty, are you all right? I feel exceptional, Doctor. It's been years since I've gotten such good sleep. I've forgotten what it was like. I've not felt more energized, and the sun is shining. The air is fresh. A beautiful day, would not you agree? Aye, it's a bonny day. Just as it was for the first 10 times you mentioned it. But now it's excuse me. But now it's even more true than before. Your Majesty, we should make haste. The additional guard is waiting on us, and Burfirth will remain on high alert until we arrive. Aye, very well, very true. I'll go get my horse. You're not riding? Aye, I am. I'm boiling with energy. I'll not be stuck in that carriage. Your Majesty, you will not be taking your horse, not after what just happened. The carriage has been reinforced for you. Do not confine me, Alan. I've not felt this lively. But we race for it. You have lots of endurance, but I have longer legs. Or I scare that a good night's rest give me an advantage. I'm not gonna race you, Your Majesty. And I am not gonna enter Burfirth in a carriage. God, you're much less argumentative when you're tired. I don't understand. Your Majesty, I hate to interrupt. Please have a spot to eat before we depart. Make just the way you like them. I want you to continue feeling your best. Got to have something rattling in your stomach. It's strange. It's strange. Actually, I'm a wee bit peckish. Thank you for bringing some fruitcake over, Fergus. Pause. Wait, something else smells wonderful. Oh, you must mean the chicken and mushroom pastries I made this morning. Is that what you're holding, Doctor? Cause I've not had chicken in I dunno ken. Once maybe. But your majesty, you'll have to eat anything other than chocolate. Maybe hush yourself, Fergus. His majesty feels well enough to try one, and I think we should encourage his improvement. Go and try a bite, your majesty. Alright. Crunch. Send you the bucket. Are you ill? Is it, your majesty? I'm going to ride in the carriage and eat the entire basket of pastries. After the carriage was repaired and the children were gathered, we said our goodbyes and set off. It doesn't make sense, though. It's true that people have different reactions to poison. There's absolutely no reason you should be feeling so well. What if I try more poison and it still doesn't work? Or I make another attempt? I need to figure out what could have possibly gone wrong. I wonder what's going on here. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug. Check out the Ko-fi and Patreon. Start out your month with new reads. Broken Mirage, Across Your Shattered Sky, Finding Meaning, A Wish That Bloomed in Fall, Tales of Sundown, Legacy, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra, Giant of Greywater. I need to read that one. It keeps popping up. I need to read a lot of these, but this one I have seen recommended multiple times, The Giant of Greywater. I've been locked away. Giant of Greywater is so good. I've seen it enough where I'm just like, okay, a lot of people like this one. I need to figure it out. Like I like any comic. I like any comic that's recommended. Of course, there are going to be some that are just going to be like, I read it. It's not my thing. But if it's recommended enough, it sticks in my mind, and I have to be like, okay, I'm going to give it a shot and see if I like it. Previously, we've already seen all of this. Angry face. Following chapter contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. His good health only lasted 3 days. He was returned to his previous state. I have no idea why. None of it makes sense. I know the king requires healers, so whatever is going on must be severe. I know he's lost weight, 30 pounds in 4 months. Weight loss be linked to his illness? Perhaps. Then why the need for healers? Regardless, powder from Karen beans should have killed him. Unless some part of his illness is complicating things. This could be the case, however. I have no way of confirming this. Reading through his medical history taught me absolutely nothing. How utterly annoying. Oh, is the doctor still staring? He has not looked away yet. Our dear king has utterly bewitched our doctor. Only he would speak to me about his health. But he refuses. I make myself useful thanks to my egg sweet idea. While that keeps me close, it doesn't help me make any progress. To get more information, I have no idea. Doctor, I'm trying to work. If you stare any harder, I feel I might be set on fire. Glances. My sincerest apologies, Your Majesty. I can't help but wonder what you intend to do with me. I could have been assigned elsewhere, helping some poor soul in desperate need, but instead I'm here, and this poor soul won't let me put my training to use. My illness. Very few people are aware of the details. So I've gathered, but I'm quite skilled, and I've come here to help you. But I haven't been able to examine you, let alone discuss your symptoms. You're not wrong. I can appreciate your academic credentials, but I'm sorry, I did not ken that you could be trusted with this information. Oh dear, should I take another arrow to the chest then? Nay, Doctor, I jest, Your Majesty. My feelings are not hurt. Rather, I find myself even more inspired to earn your trust. But doing such a task does require compromise from all involved parties. Alright. I'll play it a game. What kind of compromise? I'm so glad you asked. I've been struck by inspiration. Let's start small, shall we? What exactly does that entail? I'd like to take your pulse. Simple as that. Bodum. It's a lovely melody, this pulse of yours. Oh, how strange though. Did you feel that? For just a brief moment, the tempo quickened. Did a noise in the distance startle you? Did the candles get too close to your pages? Did I press too hard on your wrist, perhaps? Would you like me to stop? I can take your pulse another time. I appreciate the compromise you've given thus far. Your Majesty? Ugh, I got lost in thought. Oh, I see. Must have been quite the wandering to surprise you so much. Not to worry. The rhythm is calming down. Despite how ill you may feel, you have a strong pulse. It's comforting. Jolts. Yeet. Splat. Ah! All my work. It's been drowned. Not to fret, Your Majesty. With a bit of time, this can all be sorted out. With a bit of time. What time do I have, Doctor? We're having Burford tomorrow, and I've been composing the trade proposal for weeks. It's finally going to have normal to have me back. Now I have to discuss with that awful man. My body feels worse than before. I'm supposed to get more time from nothing. Your Majesty, we can always... Nay, there is no we, Doctor. I've been patient with your games and tolerated your flutting eyelashes, and you will follow through on your eggs with idea. You can rid yourself of any notions of sabotage or of blackmail, no matter how much gold you would promise for such tasks. That's quite the insult, Your Majesty. You really believe me to be such a villain that would do awful things? Your Majesty, surely it can't be outrageous for me to enjoy your company. Aye, it is. No one is ever simply in my company. I do not think you're a villain, Doctor. I do not think any of them are villains. Tutors, clothiers, minstrels, and well-intentioned lads who are desperate to line their pretty pockets with gold. I've prepared to govern, not for the people and their advances. They're stupid and naive. But I believed artful smiles and warm embraces to be genuine. My secrets and plans were being sold to any noble assassin who wanted them. Like I said, Doctor, I can appreciate your academic credentials, but I can someone learned you would come into Kiev and offered you payment to ruin me. I do not blame you for accepting such a bargain. I'm no longer naive to these things. Your assumption on my character is faulty, Your Majesty. It is true, I want your trust and to be close to you. But no one paid me to act this way. For better or worse, my advances are my own. But you don't believe me. Pray tell, Your Majesty, how do I remedy such confusion? You're wasting the little time I have, Doctor. I need to see if we have any more paper in our supplies so I can fix this mess. But Your Majesty, go back to your tent, Doctor. Do not follow me. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Seems to be going so well, but no. To what he shared with me, it makes sense for him to be so guarded. Yet there's still an opportunity present. What if you're wrong? I'm not wrong. You remember the others? Someone would have met him at the docks and then go coin him through his face. Just like the rest of them. Does not care about this kingdom. And if you're all wrong? Alan, why are you defending him? He took an arrow for you. Grateful as I may be, it was not done by choice. That does not change a thing. Aye, it was a surprise to us all. But he took an arrow for you, and then stayed and fought for you. He saw the wound, he could have died. Instead, he's still here, traveling with us. I do not think any of the others would have stayed after that, even for a coin. Like I asked Your Majesty. I'll only say it once more. No wait, I'll only say it once more. Don't hang a page up until it's been properly toweled. Set it aside if the ink is bleeding now. These are important documents, so put up another line if you run out of room. What if you're wrong? Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Check out the Patreon and Ko-fi. Follow at Instagram and Blue Sky. Collab Carnival, Mermaid. Hot Damn. Poisoner's Peace. Celestis. Guardian Wings, Volume 2. Laterra. Colony Life. Flabbergast. Arandia no Densetsu. The Fantasy Book Club, hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Finding Meaning. Demon Council Heir. Extra Nexus. Spook. Blooming Bones. Mythic Mayhem. Ancient Egypt Child of Ra. Wolf Hunt. Oh, and this one was Shadows from the Dragonfly. And here's all of the comics that were just mentioned. Nice round 50, hell yes. There we go. Previously. Yep. These contains dark themes. The following contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. It may surprise you to learn that Kiev was not the original capital of the southern continent. The old stories say the god of love and life laughed, and the first people were thus born. They had gentle and warm hearts, and for a time, all was bliss. But as time passed, people found themselves at odds with the land. It was filled with dangers their god had not prepared them for. They tried to flee to nearby waters, but the sea was unpredictable. They could not climb the sharp surfaces of the mountainous terrain. Those old stories say the people were so driven by desperation, their hearts hardened to stone. They wept their last tears rolling down their cheeks like little pebbles. No longer did they fear the land, and with their newfound courage, they began to dig. From these depths, the heart of the southern continent was born. How extraordinary! The underground city of Burrowfirth. Perhaps, just perhaps, had the events of Burrowfirth and the depth of those to follow been known, I would not have gone. Not sure how much further we're going to walk, but His Majesty went silent a while ago. Seems to grow more nervous with each step we take. Perhaps he's feeling unwell. So far underground, it's incredibly stuffy. Though I doubt he'd confess to feeling any adverse sort of way. So stubborn. At the very least, he's not ignoring me. I was worried he would after last night. Ah, there you are. You look inquisitive as always, Doctor. Thoughts of trouble in your pretty head. Mean step. Thoughts. No thoughts. This pretty head of mine doesn't wish to be filled with more of your useless banter. Do note, there's no carriage present for me to toss you from. Only precarious cliffsides with very little to stop your fall. Ooh. It is so much fire within that wee frame. But I doubt more violence would impress His Majesty. It is what you want, is not it? To impress him? Oh, do not worry, Doctor. I'm not judging you. Bedna King allows you to unique bragging rights. But trust me when I say that you're wasting your time. You've seen how people ride in the south. You could show them the landscape of your broad shoulders and strawberries would envy these blushes. I, however, like to strike a bargain with you, Doctor. I have absolutely no intention of making any sort of deal with you, so get your filthy hand, I'll get you an audience with His Majesty. An entire evening alone and undisturbed. That's even possible. You would do this for... Don't need to ask. No, I don't need to ask. I know what he wants. He's vile. I've already made so many mistakes. If Fergus is telling the truth, I'd have the perfect opportunity to learn what he may have gone wrong. Let's just say that poor soldiers will not make me blush. Yes, why is that exactly? No one else in this country has your mannerisms. Ah, that is the question, is not it? I thought it was obvious. Ahem. Doctor, I have a word with you. Fergus, can walk with Sir Alan. How odd. What could he possibly want to talk about? Step. I'm sorry, Your Majesty, but I thought you wanted a word? Not at all. Oh, I see. Well, I suppose that's all right. Horribly confused. Not saying a single word. Yet he doesn't look well. Maybe he doesn't want to... Maybe he wants a doctor close by? But he surely can't expect me to read his mind and know something is wrong. He's grateful his pages were salvaged. Too stubborn to express his thanks. Regardless, I'd rather be here than listening to Fergus chat nonsense. Still, though, how perplexing. Thought we would have been shown to our rooms like how I was in Keediff. Burfirth is different, I suppose. Here we must meet with the Baron, Lord Normaltum. Tension lingers all around us, as if the air has been pulled taut. There's no cheering and adoring crowd, only silence. People here, Fergus spoke of, people who despise their monarch for his lack of an heir. Their eyes are filled with unmet expectations and disappointment. I can sense something else. Something else, though. What? The great halls of Burfirth are pleased to receive you after so long, your majesty. It is easy to lose one's head to the great wandering sky, but the stones still remember your steps. Come, cleanse yourself of the outside world. His Grace, Lord Nummleton, Dwarven Lord of Burfirth. And bathe in the light of the mountains, so the gods may judge the weight of your soul. Ah, that's right. I know what else I can sense. This feeling. Or does His Majesty fear that the gods will judge him no longer worthy to wear his crown? It's danger. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug on Instagram and on Blue Sky. Check out the Patreon and Ko-fi. Follow, like, and subscribe. All that jazz. May have seen some familiar characters in this chapter. Whoa. Club from Finding Meaning. Ah. Moira from Light of Aludel. Limon and Lillian from Broken Beats. Vivian from A Demon Summoner. Thanks for letting your characters visit the Poisoner's Peace. Gotta go eat dinner. Thank you for the fun stream as always. Yeah, of course, enjoy your dinner. Wonderful Devilish Comics hosted a red carpet collab presented by the Awesome Collab Carnival. It was so much fun, and Tegan and Colum got to be put on their best. Sure to give Devilish Comics lots of love. Boss Crown of Hemaru. Now your celebrities awake to check out Tegan and Colum at the end too. Whoa. There's Starfish Lovers, Flabbergast. That's the Guardian Wings, I believe. I don't know this one. Colony Life. Don't know that one. 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 Not sure about that one. I'm familiar with this one. I just don't remember the name. Oh, I don't remember the name, but I know this one. Don't know this one. Don't know you. Broken Beats, I believe. Don't know you. Don't know you. Finding Meaning. Hey, there it is, the Poisoner's Peace. Damn, they're looking fly and fit and strong and cool. Don't know you either. Don't know you either. And here we are. These are all of the artists. Look at all of them. All of these awesome people. They made such great stuff. And here's the piece proper. Hell yeah. Boop, boop, boop. Previously. Following contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. Step. Should we follow? Nay. His Majesty must go alone. This is an ancient land with an ancient connection to the gods. Hidden from the skies, the only way the gods can look upon the people here, and the only way they can impart their influence and wisdom. Perhaps this is why the people of the south are so traditional. They will not fight against the will of the gods, which is the best for His Majesty. Because despite their scowls, the people will support him if the gods wish it so, correct? Aye, there's a wee bit more to it than that. His Majesty needs to continue showing the gods approve of him, on the front of Lord Nomelton. Majesty of the South's the majority of the South's military is housed and trained here in Burfirth. Should the gods declare differently, people may rise against him, and Lord Numbletum's banner is next in line for the throne. I should tell you enough. I am always so touched. No, wait. I am always so touched by your concern, Lord Numbletum. But I have made the fear of the judgment of the gods. For he's. The hells? There are things that I fear terribly in this world. Things that I hold no sway over. But never have I ever doubted that I am meant to protect this kingdom. This is my fate, my purpose. The gods ken this. I'm so confident that after all these years, time and time again, you continue to ensure the people of this kingdom are just as confident as I am. They are as thoughtful as always, Lord Numbletum. Aye, how glad I am to see. The gods confirmed what we all hoped to be true. With that business taken care of, though, let us partake in the feast I have prepared for you, Your Majesty. We'll not see a grander table anywhere else. The Council of Burford has collected a gift to present to you as well. A kind Lord Numbletum, but unnecessary. I will go to my quarters first, and your quarters are still being prepared for you, Your Majesty. It would be shameful of me to let you see them in their present state. Please come and enjoy the table I have prepared for you, and the gift I have procured. Why, we'll even make room for your consort to sit next to you. Room for my... You are mistaken, Lord Numbletum. Oh, wait, you're mistaken, Lord Numbletum. This isn't a consort. That is my doctor. Wait, me? Yeah. That's fortunate for your bird to be. For your bride to be. The marital bed should be too crowded. Interesting, though. Do not point to any specific person, Your Majesty. Yet you singled out this man at the mention of a consort. One cannot help but wonder. Nay, it was only a poorly made assumption on my part, Lord Numbletum. Of course, Your Majesty. But there are whispers that this is the man who delayed your arrival to Burford. Personally, I oversaw that his injuries were tended to. You always have shown the same level of commitment toward the lives you serve ye. It is one of Your Majesty's most commendable traits. It's an equal display of affection. After all, even special interest from a king can be quite dangerous for the person involved, can it not? Cannot it? Well, thank you for clarifying, Your Majesty. The Council would be relieved that this poorly made assumption is but a wee misunderstanding. After all, Kenya did not want to think you are not true to your engagement. I can't help but feel daggers in those words. Doctor, do not speak too blunt. Now, Sir Alan, His Majesty should be thanked for what he's doing. But as I am here to serve the best I can, I worry that little misunderstanding can perpetuate this odd tension. So leave it at best that we be honest. Lord Numbletum, you are quite correct. His Majesty took splendid care of me while I was injured. And whoever warms his bed should be his business alone. But in this matter, he ensured that his most loyal of guardsmen, the faithful Sir Alan, was not worried about his lover. Is that true? Whispers. just stand there, say something. Your king is being threatened. Bing! like the clockwork, just click, click, click. Bing! Ah, this is for the sake of my king! Aye, he is my lover. His Majesty made sure he was cared for. Rest easy, Lord Numbletum. His Majesty is as faithful to his marriage as ever. So, your council can take your words and shove them up your ahem. They can cease worrying. Aye, I'm sure His Majesty is aware I only speak out of concern for his precious well-being and the future of this kingdom. Female consort is one matter. Bastard is a better heir than none. But a male consort. These sort of relations are to be had once an heir is born, not before. Who's to say if even the gods' favour could have protected His Majesty from the kingdom's uproar? Which is clearly why he was hoping to discover that. What an obvious fool. He wears his subterfuges comfortably as a loose coat. Oh, happy it's just a misunderstanding, though. Allow me to escort you to dinner, Your Majesty, and I'll present the gift we have for you. Oh, and you can tell us how the service is faring. Always love the good Sky story. Ha ha! Aye, of course. I shouldn't have said anything. This kingdom's politics are not my concern. Although it can't hurt to create more trust. Wouldn't have to take Fergus up on his offer. His Majesty wanted to be near me. Yes, I have to figure out how he survived the poison. Then I can finally finish this job and leave. But meanwhile, thank you, Doctor. I like when he smiles. Ha! Step. Oh. Ooh. The light. The gods look upon him. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow me at Bookshrug and Bookshrug on Blue Sky and Instagram. Dun dun dun. Foreshadowing. You gotta love it. If you're enjoying the series, I would love to support liking the chapter and subscribing. Check out the Ko-fi and Patreon. Collab Collective presents Guilty Pleasure. Your favorite comment? Can you imagine just romance? Oh, I remember this one. Escape with these tales of passion and desire for this year's beach read. Poisoner's Peace. Your heart will remember its place soon. It's one of my favorite. I remember this one. It's so good. A Cold War heats up. Detective Fabian in A Dangerous Liaison. Pocketbook edition, complete and unabridged. Elf Graphics, not so best-selling author. Loving Wings, one of the most awkward romances ever read. She has me flabbergasted. Koi, I remember this one when I saw this one. Koi Fish did such an amazing job with this. Love Abroad, when a maiden falls in love with her quartermaster. Oh no! I love Flabbergasted. It's so good. I love when stories are inspired by D&D because they have situations that are so true to D&D or tabletop in general. Like, as a dungeon master who's written several campaigns, it's so good when you see stuff like, oh, that's relatable. Steamy stories of torrid affairs and true love. The final boss's son loves the protagonist. The forbidden love was no game. Yes, yeah. One of my stories, fun fact, it's actually inspired by one of my very first Pathfinder character. I established had a father who was like this huge, like big, important naval officer. And I'm actually writing his story. And it's been really fun trying to plot out like everything that's going to happen leading up to the birth of his daughter. Freya, yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that. Yes, when lore inspires lore, that's awesome. Yeah, it's really good. Arandia nos densetsu. Rather have food, an appetizer for love with extra cheese. Love within the shadows. He is full of mystery and she was full of curiosity. Sunflower and his wolf. Wolves and humans can never be together, but that won't stop their love. Not so typical magical girl. My romance with a not so typical magical girl by I Hate Fridays. Me not know magic. Damn if she wasn't simping, but anyway. The Sultan's Heart. Ooh, that one's nice. Let's light the candles, run the bath, and break out the box of chocolates. The Spider and the Lamb. Oh, that's what that one's from. Seems the spider is the one caught in her web. Star-crossed surrender. From foes to flames. Hey. God, that's so good. Stealing the sun is the easy part of the plan. Starfish lovers is so good. Ash in the Wind. Nice. We're going to check out the real version of these stories from their wonderful creators. Yep. Check out all of these stories, if you please. Nova works never fail. Yeah, Nova does great shit. Like, speaking of, I'm hoping, like, some stuff has happening. I'm looking forward to some things that are happening with Starfish lovers. I'm so excited. You're worth every moment. Aw. Happy Pride. Love the Poisoner's Peace. Carnival collab. Pride collab of 2024. Labergast. Pansexual Pride. Hell yeah. Eternal Shadows. Happy Pride. Trans Pride. That one comic guy says trans rights. The Sapphic Colors. Demon Council Air. Blooming Bones. Huh, that's another one I should check out. I see you, you pansexual. Press enter. Gosh, and I'm like, maybe this one was my favorite collab. I love them all so much. That's fair. No, that's valid. Like, all of these collabs are all so good, and I assume they all hold special places in everyone's heart. Damn, girl, like, that is all just out there. And also the pansexual shirt, love it. Happy Pride, hey, Fantasy Book Club, hell yeah. Stars and Roses, yes. Happy Pride, I'm a slut for equal rights. Yes, homo, hell yeah. We're your moms now. Straight, unfortunately. Yeah. Pansexual right here. Gay. Hunter Demon. Sapphic Pan. Hell yeah. Broken Beats. Yay. Pansexual. Pansexual Pride. That's me. That's me. Happy Pride. Ooh, trans. Sapphic Colors. And that's just a pride sticker. Very nice. From Sad Movies. Ah, they hate each other. A Demon Summoner. Ah, look at all these wonderful comics. Boop. Next. Previously. Blah 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 blah. Whoop. My, what a pretty boy. I don't remember this. This is new. Disclaimer, the following chapter contains strong language, harassment, bullying, coercion, subtle implications of abuse. But the coward wandered to the property next door, so the man was raging like a cow. I cannot blame him with the shortage of beef. Both men made claim to the cow. So my son, I'll kin my son so he can know where this is going. Son took his favourite axe, put the cow right down the very sitting and yelled, "Quit your arguing and get the grill going." Problem well solved, and I agree, Your Majesty. My son was making of a council member, all parties well satisfied. Aye, except for the cow in the midst of a beef shortage. Ah, there will be other cows. You seem nervous. Everything alright? Is there something I should be aware of? Ach, nay. Shh, not too loud now. Oh, it's just... Who are you again? Tegan, His Majesty's doctor. Oh, that is wonderful. Sky, Lady Sky is what I mean. A pleasure, Lady Sky. Why such nerves, though? I did not mean to be rude, but I cannot say, Mr. Tegan. Just, there's nothing. There's something I have to say to my father. I just have to find my courage first. Ah, so it's a family dispute. I wish you good luck in that case. Your father, Lord Normaldon, does have quite the presence, but I'm sure you'll find it. Courage can only be created where fear begins. I thank you. No, thank you, Lady Sky. For a moment I worried that her nerves were cause for concern. A quarrel between a parent and a child has nothing to do with why I'm here. No need to worry. I can focus on building trust and biding my time. I just have to endure this dreadful meal. Gods, the whole reeks of cheap ale, and I could hardly hear myself think. I could converse more with Lady Sky. After all, the only other people around are boisterous nobles. And Fergus. Ach, Doctor, you'd have said that I was your lover. It's much more believable. I do not think I've ever seen Sir Alan even spare a glance toward the man. Such a terrible pity, though. Without 10 strings are in Burford, I do not think your lover will be leaving as much as his side anytime soon. They're always around there if you catch my drift. I do, but as subtle as a brick, Fergus. And you baffle me. Our conversations have been anything but pleasant. You begin this dance once more, with renewed vigor, it seems. I understand I may have a certain appeal, but you're desperately determined, despite your failed ventures. Oh, or is it that you find a pleasure in being shamed? I won't judge, of course, but alas, I could offer no assistance. Push, and he pushes it away. Good call! I was going to give up. Now I cannot help but find you so curious. King spends 2 weeks in your presence and his health improves. At least for a short while it did. This has not happened before. And again, we've not had a prodigy here before. Tell me, Doctor, what's your secret? No secrets. Only hard work and dedication to my craft. You'll consider me impressed if you take the deal I offered. You know, Fergus, I'm not actually sure I'll need your deal. And I suppose I have to find another way to spend time with that arises some way or another. Chatter. Your Majesty, you remind me so much of my daughter, Lady Sky. She too scarcely touches food set before her. Food that is so dutifully prepared. Aye, it seems travel has ruined my appetite. Burp. And we're back. Welcome back. Aye, it seems travel's ruined my appetite. Well, I hope you can handle a bit of entertainment. I did promise you a gift, Your Majesty. Snap. Papa, I have something to say about this, quietly. The bride hails from Rock. Any place could be more different than Keediff, because Your Majesty has never been there before. Council and I brought a wee bit of Rock's culture for ye. I do not understand. I do not understand. Your Majesty has been sheltered from the wickedness of Rock. Learning of Rock would give Your Majesty power over your bride's natural vile nature. You would not want her to cause you trouble, after all. Here comes our lass now. God, I cannot do it. I'm sorry, Lenore. I'm so sorry. Oh no. She is my lady's maid and my friend. Her father has a lot of debt, and he told my father that she looks like the Princess of Rock. Tragic. No, tragic. I shouldn't get involved again. Is she not a vision, Your Majesty? And the likeness of your bride, apparently. She and her father were so excited to assist in this gift. She worked hard on learning a dance from Rock. All to prepare you for the culture of your new bride. But you should embrace yourself, Your Majesty. In Rock, they dress in a way that makes it hard to tell the difference between a noble and a whore. We do not want you to be startled when your bride arrived. So we made sure that the last dressed the part. Lord Numbleton, that is enough. So Alan, please take this to the lass. Make sure she's taken care of kindly. It is one thing to shame me and question my honor, Lord Numbleton. After all, I am used to ignoring your pompous remarks so your foul and overbearing ego is kept in check. How dare you test the limits of my gentleness by involving another? This is beneath even ye. My goodness, Your Majesty. It was such an unwarranted display of temper. Council and I would never put an unwilling member of this kingdom through a sort of humiliation. Never without their consent, at least. Our family has been paid handsomely, and we generously covered the cost of dance lessons and a dress from Rock. Why, our father even signed a contract to make sure all was happily agreed upon. I wonder who insisted on having a contract in the first place. You have neglected to mention if the last signed it as well. If not, then all parties have not agreed. Why, I'm sure she did, but it does not matter. Father does ken what is best for his child. That could not be more wrong. That could not be more wrong. The gift has been bought. If she does not perform here, she can perform later, perhaps for my soldiers. I am not sure what is more mocking, your aberrant idea or the way you view the soldiers who serve this kingdom. It's just a dance, Your Majesty. Besides, any of the lass's father has already spent all the money provided, and I will pay back, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, my family has received aid, so I do not mind dancing. See, Your Majesty, all is well. Besides, no one could have seen a dance from Rock. No one here has seen a dance from Rock, and this lass, such a bastard. Clearly doesn't want to do this. Oh, a pretty girl, pretty boy. Breathe, you're okay. Can't see you like this. Remember, you're in the South on a job. This has nothing to do with you. Okay, you're okay. She's not you. She'll be fine, it's just a dance. They're just stupid words. Thinking about it, stop thinking about it. Mr. Teakin, are you alright? Oh, there goes his color. Go on then, lass. Shady King, what he has to look forward to. Lord Numbleton, she said she is happy to do so, Your Majesty. So get to it, lass. Show us your solo. Her name, is Lenore, and she will not be dancing alone. Thank you for reading. The color almost faded, but he got it back. Subscribe for more. Follow me or at Bookshrug on at Instagram or on Blue Sky. Follow, like, subscribe. Almost had him. They had us in the last half, I'm not gonna lie. Next chapter is one of my favorites. Ooh, I look forward to it. Check out the Ko-fi and Patreon. Start out your month with new reads, Broken Mirage, Across Your Shattered Sky. Maybe I do have another one that I could read. I could also read Across Your Shattered Sky. I'll have to figure that out. Finding Meaning, A Wish That Bloomed in Fall, Tales of Sundown Legacy, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra, The Giant of Grey Water, Locked Away. I have so many comics I can read. Poisoner's Peace, skip. Following contains strong language. Your discretion is advised. Your Majesty, this is absurd. Control your doctor at once. It is not a dance. It is not a dance that you put on the lass. Lass is a little construct. You did not say she has to dance alone. As for my doctor, your assumption on my character is faulty, Your Majesty. It is true I want your trust and to be close to you. No one paid me to act this way. I am a god! For better or worse, my advances are my own. I do not ever ken what he is doing. His advances are of his own make. I want to see what he does next. So leave him be, Lord Nomottum. Leave him be? Sir Alan, you will say no part in this. This is your lover, after all. Nay, I like to watch him with others. Damn! God, it's always the quiet ones. He knows exactly what he just said, and he knows it's gonna shut people up. Oh, that's so good. He knows. Absolutely no change of face. God. Either he means it, and if he does have a partner, he likes watching them with others, or he's just got that good of a goddamn poker face. Either way, leave it up to a mystery, and it'll just last forever. This is probably my favorite, like, panel duo. Just, nah, I like to watch him with others. Oh. And then look at her. Look at all, like, she's like, oh my. Do you ken my name, sir? Lady Sky told me. But alas, let us turn to the matter at hand, Lenore. Hope you don't mind a bit of company on this rather desolate stage. I do not, but it's a dance from Brock. You did not sound like you were from there. But if you did not ken the steps, could not ask you to suffer along with me. Oh, don't worry at all. I know Rock's dances very well. However, I doubt you were informed that in Rock, you only dance a solo if you are offering yourself as prey for your audience. Yes, sir. I only ken the dance is called a danza. Yes, those tend to be quite popular among noble hordes. But fear not, you do not have to dance alone. I can teach you a trick, and I can teach you a trick I learned. It helps me get through many dances. Aye, all right. Why does the doctor ken so much about Rock? Shrugs. Just start the music. Snaps. The truth is, I used to be afraid to dance. But I didn't have a choice, just like you. So I learned a little trick that takes all the fear away. The mind is fickle. It's easy to deceive, because it wants to be deceived. Once we convince it that we are elsewhere, the dance becomes ours. Tell me, Lenore, where are we dancing? I suppose, could it be in a grand ballroom? Of course. Although we've been here before, haven't we? They never tire of sending us invitations. Isn't this the 7th one by now? I'm not sure, but perhaps the 10th? I think you may be quite right. And what did we decide to wear this time? Oh, very fancy clothes. Come now, tell me more. Alright, they're made of gold. What? Actual gold? Aye, but the fabric is light as a feather. And the room reeks of champagne. Nay, rosewater. That's how fancy this party is. They've perfumed even the water. How right you are. Now, close your eyes, take a breath, and disappear into the world you created. That's the trick. Because in this place, Lenore, no one can hurt you. Wow. The trail into silence. I'll have to reread this later to the music. Wow. Oh no. Thank you for the dance, sir. It was an absolute pleasure. Now then, I do not claim to be well versed in the nature of contracts. Music hits this beautiful arc and fall. Okay, yeah, I'll definitely have to read that later. To the music. I'm tearing up just looking at this. But if all dear little Noah had to do was perform a dance from rock, then I dare say she accomplished the task set upon her. You're a cheeky pup. That is not for you to comment on. I completely agree, but nor is it for you, Lord Numbledon. Which is why I wasn't speaking to you. The only person here with the authority to approve a contract's completion is His Majesty. Alright, you are, Doctor. You're fortunate that I am not going to question the legitimacy of the contract involved, Lord Numbledon. I do not want to distress Lenore any further. But you can also thank the Doctor. He'll turn your dishonorable gift into something beautiful. Now I do believe myself and the company I travel with will retire for the night. This feast has been exhausting. Lenore, do you think mind joining us for a moment? Oh, of course, Your Majesty. I do not mind at all. Lenore, wait, I just cannot speak up and Lady Sky, please do not fret. I'm alright. We'll speak soon. Nods. Aww. Aww, does she love her? Aww. A gift of gratitude feels insufficient after what you were swept up in, Lenore. That sneaky blush. Yep. All I can ask for is your forgiveness. Yeah, I have tenfold, Your Majesty. I actually found the dance to be tolerable. And in truth, I thought his foolish nature is to blame. I do let him ken that tomorrow. I like to discuss this affair with him. Of course, Your Majesty. I'll make sure you play this clean and return too. I'll make sure you play this clean and return too. Nay, do not trouble yourself with such a task. Consider it your own. I'll treasure it, Your Majesty. I would be more pleased if you would allow Sir Alan to escort you to your room. We'll ensure you have all that you need, so do not hesitate to ask. Fergus, could you bring us some meals? Of course, Your Majesty. Meals? And I linger outside, Doctor. Step. Your Majesty, forgive me for not paying attention, but are we in your... Aye, Doctor. These are my quarters. I'm grateful for your bold courage, although your unpredictable self will not make navigating these dreadful politics very easy. Well then, lest I want to find myself in trouble, I will strive to be more predictable. We're alone in his quarters. Surely it can't be this easy. I do not think that is possible. How about we chat first? I have some questions. Thank you for reading. Grab for more. Follow at the Book Shrug and at the Book Shrug on Blue Sky and Instagram. That's the word. Like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Check out Ko-fi and Patreon. Hi everyone, my birthday is in August. Oh, look at that. So there won't be any updates for this month. I'm going to spend the time continuing to work on chapters and on a secret project. See you in September. Oh, there's a secret project? Poisoner's Piece. I've already been here. Skip. The following chapter contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. There's no need to panic. There's no need for panic. Questions are natural. They're to be expected after my admittedly rash action. But I've been ready to lie, to continue performing. I wholly welcome any and all questions, Your Majesty. I fear I am not as interesting as I may seem. I hope my answers can amuse you. I do not doubt they will, yet, Doctor. We start with the most obvious of curiosities. Why does a medical prodigy from the central continent ken the dance from rock? Why is a king who knows an array of fancy carriages so talented at riding... Who owns an array of fancy carriages so talented at riding horses? Everyone has their hobbies, Your Majesty. Mine is dance. I know several dances from Vok, but I have practiced dances from all over the world. Let's see, Tottenham, Mosley, Hewn, Aston. I even know a few traditional dances from the south. best lies are the ones laced with the hint of truth. Impressive, Doctor. I'm afraid I'm not all that familiar with court etiquette, though. So I've created more stress rather than alleviated it. I do apologize. I may have acted a bit rashly. Lord Normaldon may have been a wee bit terse during tomorrow's council session, but he was in the wrong to begin with. I'm sure you have gathered, but the climate here in Burfirth is tense. Aye, tense and difficult. It's a dance in itself. One where I cannot act as rash as ye did, even if I wish to do so. So what you're saying is, I'm thankful. I'm saying thank you, Doctor. I mean, did not do something like that again, but thank you. Always at your service, Your Majesty. Gratitude, flattery, and he hasn't asked me to stand. I can scarcely believe it. This is finally going my way. Knock, knock. God damn it! It's only me, Your Majesty. I'm at Fergus in the hallway. I know I did not ask for anything, but the lass is safe. I've brought you a meal and some shortcake, Your Majesty. I'll have a fresh batch made for you by tomorrow. Aye, thank you both. It'll be nice to eat in peace away from a crowd. Fergus, you can set the meals down. I'm exhausted, but Sir Alan, if you could help me, I'd like to change before I eat. This is fine. I mean, it's certainly not ideal, and others are here too, but he's let me into his space and hasn't asked me to leave. This is slow but steady. This is slow but steady progress, I'm sure of it. Shut. Doctor, I picked up a meal with you in mind. This meal with you in mind. Stewed tomatoes remind me of you. That's not nearly as flattering as you think it sounds, Fergus. The colour of the wine, then? I thought you may need it. But as I'm sure you can see, I'm doing just fine by myself, wouldn't you agree? Fergus, are you still here? You can put the tray down and leave. The doctors and I still have matters to discuss. Of course, Your Majesty. We will. Now then, Doctor, come and join me for a meal. I want to hear more about your hobby. But the shoes they wear in Aston have metal heels. They build music around the steps that dancers create. Lose the beat and you bring ill misfortune to all those dancing. That's why learning a kingdom's culture is just as important as the dance. That is fascinating. It's no wonder he can Rock's dancing culture well. Quite right. In fact, I would wager their culture is the most important to understand. Their dances are driven by power and control, or a lack of. Each sends a message, whereas in Mosley, a dance is marked by how gentle and silent it can be. That's much easier to understand. It's a moment both private and enjoyed by the two parties involved. That is actually one I'm familiar with. Oh, oh really? Oh, aye. And for the reason you may be thinking. When I was 18, I went to Mosley. Queen Annie's hosted a great ball all on my behalf, and the lass asked me to dance. I felt terribly obligated to do so. But yeah, I cannot dance, and it's not a lie. Apparently, I gave the appearance of a newborn calf stumbling about. Poof. So much so that I knocked right into a huge display of flowers and champagne glasses. You would think that the sound of shattering glass was the deafening part, but nay. The offended silence of an entire ballroom was like a roaring thunder. Oh, gods, I can only imagine. We're lucky not to incite a war that evening. Yeah, you jest, but I was worried about that. We're just about that for months after. So then, what happened to the girl? Called off our engagement that night. A great loss ahead of us. Seems comfortable. We may not be alone, but this is still a good opportunity. Try and learn anything at all about his illness. Your Majesty, I know we don't have your trust yet when it comes to the details of your illness. Might I inquire in one evident mystery? That depends on the mystery, Doctor. Miss Leary said you have a sweet tooth, and I know that confectionery agrees with your constitution. What happens when you eat something else? Alright. Similar illness has an impact on my appetite. Before, but not to this extent. I've tried to eat. I can manage light soups and some liquids, but for all else, I vomit. The day at the orphanages was the first time in months my body has not instantly detected another type of food. Really? Peculiar. I don't quite understand though. Can you eat this? I want to see. I will not. Oh, come now, Your Majesty. I'm a doctor. Strange symptoms are what I'm here to assess. Ugh, I can that, but I'm not going to eat it, Doctor. There's no attractive thing about vomiting. Oh, I see. So should I include that you want me to find you attractive? I did not say that. You did though. No, I did not. All right then. Aside from sharing a meal and discussing the complexities of different dances, why am I still here tonight, Your Majesty? I do not want you to feel that you have to answer this, but when you danced, the trick you taught Lenore, imagine in another place. I was just wondering how and why you ken such a... but that may be too personal. I don't know, wish to pry, Doctor. More to make you uncomfortable. No, it's alright. I shouldn't have said anything yet. I can't stop speaking. I didn't grow up the way you did, Your Majesty. It was just the three of us in my little family. Me, my mother, and poverty. Stop talking. She used to dance from dusk to dawn just to put bread on the table, and she hated it. Stop talking. But she didn't have a choice. She told me she'd close her eyes and imagine she was dancing on top of clouds. I got her through the dancing and whatever came after. When she was... Yes. When she died, I had to do the same sort of things she did in order to survive. Her little trick helped me through many unpleasant moments. Stop talking. So I helped Lenore, yes, but surely out of selfishness. I thought only of what I've been through and how lonely the stage can be. Stop talking. What am I doing? I need him to want to be alone with me so I can figure out what went wrong. I can try to poison him again. That's how this works. That's how it has always worked. How it should work. This is sorrowful, not seductive. How did I share that? But I digress. All turned out well in the end. So glad I could use one of my many talents to be of assistance. I hope to continue showing you how very versatile I am. Doctor, I'm so grateful that you were able to use your talent to help Lenore. I cannot even begin to imagine the struggles and loss you had to go through to ken that trick you have. I'm sure it was awful, and I'm so sorry. Thank you for sharing that with me. I will not ask no more. I've been touched so many times. This isn't desire. It's condolences. It's concern. You're kind, Your Majesty. Thankfully, I was given the opportunity to study medicine, put all that hardship behind me. He pities me. I can use that against him. The look in his eyes, soft and worried. That stupid warm smile. I hate it. No, you don't. You're lying. You're lying to yourself. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug and Bookshrug on Blue Sky and Instagram. Like, follow, check out Patreon and Ko-fi. Start off your months with new reads: The Broken Mirage, Across Your Shattered Sky, Finding Meaning, A Wish That Bloomed and Fall, Tales of Sundown, Legacy, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra, Giant of Greywater, Locked Away. Poisoner's Peace, previously. Yep. Following contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. You are right, Your Majesty. It's much nicer to eat here than that crowded hall. Will I see you tomorrow? Talk more about your peculiar appetite, or about your hobbies, or I could prattle on more about different dances if you're so inclined to listen. Most likely you'll not see me tomorrow, Doctor. Between speaking with Lenore's father and meeting with all the council members, I do not think I will be able to rest until evening. Unless you decide to have your dinner here. If you wanted, you don't have to. It's a long time to wait. It's just that you do not ken anyone in Budapest, and I do not want you to eat alone. Pity. Yes, it's a pity your schedule is so full. But dinner again sounds wonderful. Right. Great, wonderful. You do not have your wine. You want to take it back with you? No thank you. The smell of this red wine is off-putting to me. But please, feel free to enjoy. Good night, Your Majesty. Good night, Doctor. You can just hush yourself. It's like watching a bear try to buy honey from a market. You're just jealous that your lover is not giving you any attention. Very funny. You're welcome for that, by the way. Does it mean you've changed your mind then? Nah, maybe. It does not matter anyway. He's only here so the council and yourself stop bothering me about foolish notions of treatment. Once everyone is satisfied, he goes straight back to Tottenham. And he's actually able to help. Alan, the last doctor used to treat dragons. Actual dragons. And she was 200 years old. Yet she could not do anything. Do you think this fox will be different? He's younger than I am. Well, that is what you're committed to then. You will not even try anymore. Have any hope? It's not about having or giving anything up, Alan. Just accepting things as they are. And that is what I've done. You seem to like spending time with them. Maybe that'll change your mind. Don't be ridiculous. It's just a fool of a fox who's wandering in. Who's wandered in. He's absurd. I mean, do you hear the things he says? Aye, he has a mouth on him, that is for sure. Gods. But he really does. By which I mean to imply that you are correct. He does speak freely. I did not say it. I did not question you. It's just... This world, our kingdom has a reputation for being prudish. People think that we're naive, or that because of our beliefs we are repulsed by even a wee bit of affection. Or worse, our stances for intimacy are so high, affection should not even be attempted. There is no chance the doctor does not care about the soul's reputation. And if it is true, he is here because of his professional duties and not in sinister motives. And he has found the most delicate balance between being brazen and coy. It's shocking and harmlessly amusing. This was not all fleeting and may be tempted. Aye, it's a selfish temptation. Drug. It's like poison. This loneliness. I should have lied to him. I should have told him I learned the trick from a book. He would have believed me. But instead I told him the truth. Something is wrong with me. My heart is pounding. And my breath is heavy. This isn't like the other times. And I'm certain I didn't taste anything strange in the food. Yet I can feel adrenaline. My heart rate is elevated. It's happened at the orphanage too. Whatever this is, I need to focus. I'm only a tool. I am... A nightcap? You want to send a nightcap? I concur. Is this really the best instrument to use? They are proficient in direct contact. Yes, but this role demands a certain amount of class. It would be wiser to send someone more dignified. A multiple? It would be easy enough to infiltrate and even eliminate the target amongst the attendees. Now, this nightcap just got the documents first, and I believe he suits the client's very special request. After all, this client has not only requested the death of the intended target, but the body be displayed in a way that would be suitable for disparaging rumors to flourish. The client seeks an outcome far greater than death. They want something more political, perhaps? It is not for us to make these assumptions. Nightcap, looking at your records, it seems you've been working on brewing and assisting with much larger projects, like the most recent theater assignment. How confident are you with the results of your solo activities? It doesn't matter. There may be no blemishes on this Nightcap's record, but those assignments have all been in Vrock. This Nightcap has never left the city. Not to mention he is youthful. Aligns well with the age of the target, true, but youth means that he lacks experience. With these concerns, we can estimate a strong possibility of error. What defense would you give Nightcap to address all these concerns? We really need to waste time addressing these concerns. You said it yourself. There are no blemishes on his record, an extensive record at that. So he clearly has experience. Plus, he's been well taken care of. Just look at him. Body is in good condition. People of the South are prudish, but cravings of the flesh are not impossible. Even if intimacy should not take place, Nightcap would be in the best position to ensure the target is displayed in the suggestive way the client was requested. As the final say in this matter, I consider it settled. The Nightcap stepped forward for this task, and I believe their skills will be useful for this assignment. You will have 2 weeks to prepare for this role, Nightcap. I don't need to remind you of the consequences should you fail. You may need now. No, I don't need to ever be reminded of the consequences. I am capable of this. Dinner, pity. Yes, I suppose both would be of helpful to me. I wonder how much rest I'll get. My heart is still racing. Ooh. Doctor! Sir Alan? Doctor, you must come back quickly. It's His Majesty. What is wrong with Colum? But what? But I haven't done anything. Are you really gonna try and ambush him? Really, dude? Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug and Bookshrug on Instagram and Blue Sky. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out Patreon and Ko-fi. Okay. We're almost there. Poisoner's Peace. Previously. Paid for so much. Yep. The following contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. We'll sometimes discuss different poisons, their effects, and how to make them. Ah, yeah. It's all fake. Don't take this as how to learn how to make poisons. It's fiction. This way, Doctor. Hurry. I want to get the healer, but I cannot leave His Majesty alone. Got dizzy and collapsed all of a sudden. I don't know why. I don't understand. I was just there. All I saw him how was that shortcake. Was it tampered with? Aye. This is made with supplies brought from Cadith. It's all checked thoroughly when it arrives at the castle. Call him. I brought the doctor. I need to get on the floor. But Silent. I tried to stand. Not this way. Oh, move. Come here. Let me have a look at you, Your Majesty. Hi, Doctor. It is spinning. This doesn't look like death. His speech is mildly slurred, gaze disoriented, pulse elevated and face flushed. Is he alright, Doctor? I can get a healer. No, don't. He's not in immediate danger. I don't understand what else he could have had. Only the shortcake and some water and a glass of wine. No, wait. Only the shortcake and some water and a glass of wine after you lift. Glass of... Gods, I understand a bit of panic in the moment, but should have led with that information. Bring me the glass. It's red wine with a touch of honey, cinnamon, and cloves, but also... I was right. The wine did smell off to me. There's a sweet scent of it. Oh, to it. Almost sickly sweet. I should have noticed. But between the smells of dinner and distracting conversation, I missed this. Ether. This drink has ether in it. There's not quite a poison. Powerful sedative. Clear as water and sweet as syrup. Takes the average body about an hour to feel the effects of either. Hey, Par, welcome on in. But if they were underweight and ill, they'd feel it much sooner. Yet, this is what it meant for you, was it? This was my wine glass. Doctor, what's wrong with him then? Yes. I have to lie. Can't have them suddenly vigilant about poisons. But when I still need to accomplish my task, need to set my temper aside. Or I could focus on the one who gave me the wine. Fergus. But for now, nothing but an embarrassing misjudgment of his own constitution. This is a strong wine. He drank far too much, far too quickly. Honestly, I'm surprised he hasn't fallen asleep yet. That is a relief. He does not drink much. I admit I panicked. Sorry to have disturbed you over nothing, Doctor. Oh, it's no bother. This is what I'm here for. It's good to be of some use at last. Back, could you fetch the box of herbs and powders from my quarters? I want to check His Majesty's vitals once more. Then I can make him a calming cup of tea. I'll be kind of you, the Doctor. Then I leave his side. I'll not be but a quick moment. There's not enough time for me to even think about doing anything. Not if I want a clean escape. Sir Alan seems to trust me. That's something I didn't expect tonight. Then again, tonight has been full of surprises. For now, the matter at hand. All right, shall we get you on your feet and back into bed? My body... I feel like a turtle on his back. Yes, I suppose that's an accurate description. You'll feel better in the morning, though, I promise. Doctor. You're very warm. How does that make me so giddy? Well, with the state you're in, it's common to feel suddenly elated. Are you comfortable? Are you uncomfortable? I can move away. Hey, your warmth. It's really lovely. It's like touching a very kind candle. This wee little hug. I just got so happy. I should have asked if it's alright. Is it alright, Doctor? Doesn't bother me at all, Your Majesty. I'm happy to be of any help, but I appreciate your asking. Ahem. However, you also aren't quite aware of yourself right now. You're under the influence of what you drank, so please do excuse me, Your Majesty. I'll help you into your bed. Whoosh. So hi, Doctor. I do not like it. I do not like it. You're far closer to the ground now than when you're standing on your own feet, Your Majesty. It's sure true. He has such a wee but strong little stature. Oh, how kind of you. Although perhaps the people of this kingdom are all obnoxiously tall. They're obnoxiously or pleasantly tall. Yes, I suppose that's one way of putting it. You're also exceptionally... Yeah, you're giddy again. Gods, I don't know. Swell, I ken what you are, Doctor. Yes, I remember it well. You know that I'm some scoundrel here to blackmail you, steal all of your secrets away. Nay, Doctor, I ken that you have hair like fire, and you're like the most, and you're the most bonny dancer. Oh, and you're a fox. Can't be forgetting that one. It's the most important. Very true. Though I dare say I will never forget that story. But as an apology for my terribly incorrect answer, I shall put some fire on the water. And get started on that calming cup of tea, Doctor, I have your kit, the herbs and powders you wanted. Is His Majesty still alright? Ah, Sir Alan, His Majesty is fine, just a bit out of sorts. But you have excellent timing. We're just about to put a kettle on for the tea. Nah, I do not want tea. I'm too tired for tea, so you cannot leave. And now you hug me again. Again? Explain yourself, Doctor. Don't be jealous, lover. I'll get the wrong impression. His Majesty isn't acting quite like himself. He's a bit clingy. Aye. His Majesty can be. What Your Majesty? My name is Colum. No one ever says my name. And I know I do not feel giddy. It's just sad and sick. I use your name in private all the time. I use your name in private all the time. Your family, you do not count. Family. Interesting. His Majesty doesn't have any siblings. Your Majesty, how about I glare? Apologies. How about I make you a deal? Call him. Let yourself fall into sleep, and I'll stay right here. I won't even move my hand. He's gonna be mortified come morning. There's an old story about a fox that snuck into a chicken coop. Everyone knows that the fox did not belong, that the fox was a fool. But no one ever asks, why did the chicken let him stay? Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug and Bookshrug. Please like and subscribe and all that jazz. Support on Ko-fi and Patreon. Read Broken Mirage, Across Your Shattered Sky, Finding Meaning, A Wish That Bloomed in Fall, Tales of Sundown, Legacy, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra, The Giant of Greywater, and Locked Away. God, that was so good. Previously. Skip. Yep. Poison. Pollen contains strong language. Glow. Lights. Is it morning already? God, my head is doing me right in. Why is it so warm? Oh my God, you're still here. Why are you here? This is not where you should be. Especially when my breath smells like a drunkard. And you look like... Well, out with all already. I look like what? You look like you're awake. Well, I couldn't possibly sleep through your panicking. I was not panicking. You were, and loudly too. It's quite alright. In truth, I didn't intend to fall asleep here. But it's nice to wake and see that you're feeling better. Aye, aside from the strike to my pride, so much better. Thank you, Doctor. Of course, though I didn't do anything at all. Perhaps in the future I can prove to you just how useful I can be. With this, you simply slept your troubles away. And lest you begin to panic again, I'll see myself back to my room. Only one of us gets to get cleaned up one of us got to get cleaned up last night. I don't want that thought to linger long with you. Oh, but your majesty, you should bring him out more. He's funny. I do not care who you mean, doctor. Secret then, for you to find out. Have a good morning, your majesty. Step. I don't know what I was thinking last night. Got carried away. This was supposed to be a simple task. Get in, get the king alone for an evening, poison him and be done with it. Evelyn is probably agitated. If she's agitated, then the temple will be soon. Boo. But it was nice to have one dreamless night. Still, I have to focus. There's a lot to process. Burgess to start. I must stay clear of him. Put that sedative in my wine. I have used sedatives before, but only to then use poison on my target. I've got to force someone to lie with me. I suppose I'm not much better than him, but still. What a vile man. And yet, in a twisted way, I owe Fergus thanks. Because of him, I learned that sedatives work on the king. Yet my poison did not. If Eva were here, she'd have already had this figured out. It's like our lessons.
I know you haven't been studying your papers lately. Don't let the elders see how distracted you become. You know how they are.
I'm not distracted. I just can't seem to focus on anything. I'm tired, Eva.
I know. Your nightmares wake you up.
Sorry.
At very least try to remember the basics. Most poisons affect one of the 3 areas, and they are...
I can't remember.
It's not that hard. Brain, body, or blood. Poison the brain, you strike the nervous system. Change the way a person thinks, feels, functions. Get total control of them. Poison the body and you impact all kinds of systems. Respiratory, muscular, skeletal. There are so many organs that can be shut down. The blood, though, circulatory system, oh, that's a deadly one to poison. Hemotoxins are incredibly powerful. You can cause bleeding, cease clotting, or even go straight to the heart. But why bother to learn all of that? The end result is always the same. You'd know why if you had studied more, dummy. Poisons don't like mingling with a poison that's affecting a different area. In small quantities, poisons can blend well together, but mixed, they aren't strong enough to kill. There are many medicines this way.
Obviously, are the cakes being poisoned?
Obviously, we don't want to create medicine, so we use a large amount of poison. These large amounts don't react well when a direct system is being affected. Same system, no trouble. It's like fighting in an even battlefield. Get the poison like a jealous lover. Doesn't want to compete for the target's attention against a better paramour. When a poison interacts with anything occurring in a different system, the results can be very alarming and unexpected. And if it's 2 poisons, chaos! Sometimes they even cancel each other out. You have to understand all of this, Tegan. And if you've seen an abnormality, you must be able to recognize which system is stopping your poison from working. Lick. Brain, body, blood. The poison I used was supposed to attack the king's body. The results were certainly alarming. It means another system may be affected. Sedatives worked as expected, though. Nothing fought back against them. Sedatives affect the brain. So whatever is happening to the king, the weight loss, the lack of sleep, must be affecting his system as well, especially since nothing unexpected happened. I still don't understand. Why the need for 384 healers over the span of 19 years? Take away one piece of information and it all makes sense, but together. And the results of my poison. Quite unexpected. Not chaotic. They were almost pleasant. King said he finally slept well, and then he ate a full meal for the first time in months. He seemed healthier. Almost as if he had been cured. Almost as if whatever is going on with him had been... Almost as if whatever is going on with him had been cancelled out. Is it possible? Breakfast smells wonderful. Thank you, Fergus. Of course, Your Majesty. It's no trouble at all. Is the king already being poisoned?
Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug and Bookshrug. If you're enjoying the series, I would love your support. Like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. If you want to support, check out the Ko-fi and Patreon. Bonus, I changed science. That's not how poison works. I feel so powerful. Poisonous piece. And we'll probably be going for a little longer tonight just because my D&D game was canceled tonight. So we can probably finish everything up. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It. Strong language. The following contains strong language. Viewer discretion is advised. I'm watching the king from a distance all day. Far, there's been nothing out of the ordinary. If he is being poisoned, it doesn't matter that he's surrounded by people. Poison would have been introduced before he arrived in Burford. Really need to remove that strong language piece. Because of his illness, it's very difficult to tell what symptoms he may have. Which means I should focus on the most consistent factors of his life. Poison can be given through many forms, like clothing or belongings, but someone has to be able to provide the dose. Right now, only 2 individuals stand out to me, Sir Alan and Fergus. But both have access to His Majesty. His Majesty is currently hosting a public forum. This is the perfect time to sneak away and check their private quarters. Sir Alan is involved. He is truly playing the long game. And Fergus, might be getting around how the food has been checked. Can't act rashly. Not this time. Need definitive proof. God's poisons are so tedious.
Ah, Sir Tegan! Lady Sky, what a pleasant surprise. I don't think anyone has ever used such words about me. But I digress. I was hoping that you would not be too busy to talk with me. I understand if you are, of course. You have important duties to, I'm sure.
This is perfect. This is the perfect way to end up near certain private quarters.
Actually, I'm probably bothering you. Please forget I asked. I'm so sorry for...
Lady Sky, the walk sounds positively lovely. I would be honored.
I wanted to thank you for what you did, Mr. Tegan. Eleanor told me that what that dance from Rock meant, and that you spared her from being alone. She is dear to my heart, and you did what I could not find the courage to do.
It was nothing, Lenore. It was nothing. Lenore is a lovely dancer, so it was an honor to share the floor.
It was everything, Mr. Tegan, and what a rare sight to see my vile father so stunned. Please do not tell anyone I said that.
Of course not. Did you say something?
What? I said, oh. You're funny, Mr. Tegan. You're near like the other physicians. Sure, you make Sir Alan laugh a lot, but His Majesty seems to smile more in your company.
Oh, really? I'm surprised. His Majesty seems to smile quite often.
You're near wrong. Well, a king's smile is different than a genuine one. We've kenned each other since we were wee babes, you see. Our father served the late king with pure faithfulness.
Pfft. Did he run out of faith? All he has for His Majesty are snide remarks.
That's true. King Alistair did a great many things for this country, but my father values tradition and duty. King Alistair gave the people reason to celebrate. It was not even a year past his wedding before he bravaded the kingdom with an heir.
It does cut quite the imposing figure. And you're right, Lady Sky. It's the kingly smile you spoke of. I take it your father also held the late queen in high regard as well?
We did not speak of her, as she is not the late queen. Queen Mother is still alive, but do not speak of her, especially to His Majesty.
Duly noted, Lady Sky. And speaking of His Majesty, what's he doing here?
Lady Sky. No, the doctor too. What a nice coincidence running into two of you here.
Coincidence?
Aye, coincidence. Sitting, it's good to get up and stretch. Brings the two of you out in this direction. All is well. Of course, Your Majesty. I was just thanking Mr. Tegan for helping Lenore. Ah, aye, right. Is he jealous? No, surely not. And yet, we were mostly speaking of you, Your Majesty. What? That isn't true, Your Majesty. Forgive him, Lady Sky. And I've heard that the doctor ever enjoys flustering people, almost as much as he enjoys speaking. I see. It must be a handful for poor Sir Alan. Aye, it must be a handful for poor Sir Alan then. Oh yes, quite. Fortunately, he's learned how to shut me up. Dodge. As I said, Lady Sky, I'll have to forgive him. I was hoping to borrow the doctor for a moment, though. Courage, Your Majesty. Are you feeling unwell? Nay, I'm fine. But I was hoping for the doctor's advice. Hey, the doctor will be of good help then. I'll take my leave. Thank you again, Mr. Tegan. Let's get out of my father's gaze, Doctor. Come, this way. Gods, I can't get used to this. It's extraordinary. Don't you like it? Do you like it here in Butterfast? In truth, not particularly. But I do like views such as these. And I like seeing you earlier than this promised evening. Yes, Doctor. I'm ill, but I'm not blind. You've been following and watching me all day. And you had to stretch your legs the moment I left. Quite convenient. How villainous you make me sound, though, since you won't let me do my work. I had to try and examine you from afar. Aye, and what's your diagnosis? An easy one. You work far too much, but you also seem recovered from last night. Aye, right. About last night. I wanted to apologize to ye. You treated me with the utmost respect, while I trampled all over any boundary you may have had. You have nothing to apologize for, Your Majesty. For someone in your state, you had a lovely temperament. Although you did cling to me with the desperation of a man who hadn't been touched in at least a year. It was really quite amusing. Your Majesty? 3 years. It's been 3 years since anyone has shown me any sort of affection. Of course, I suppose it's actually been since yesterday. I ken what you're thinking, and you're right. It's a sad and silly thing to keep track of. I don't think it's sad or silly. I just think that you're wrong. How am I wrong? Because unless you tell me to stop, and the last time you were touched was today. It's alright. No one can see us here. And Sir Alan is outside the door, remember? But if you're uncomfortable, please push me away. I'll stop and we'll pretend this never happened. But if you don't, then you need not keep track. 3 years is far too long. If you would like, while I'm here, the answer can always remain the same. The last time you were touched was today. I need... Yes? I need to get to the Grand Hall. I may have left abruptly and with no warning. And yes, yes, of course, to stretch your legs. Nay, that may have been a lie. I thought that might be the case. Well, I don't dare dream of keeping you. Well, I mean to ask. Yes, Your Majesty, you'll still see me tonight. Gods, what the... I need to focus. Bottom. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug and Bookshrug. Proofreader a little bit. Follow her at Sarah Bittner Author. And check out her webtoon, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra. Please like, subscribe, check out the Ko-fi and Patreon Scary Movie collab. Ooh, this isn't even the scariest part. Oh. Why would you go check it? Why? Tell me when it's over. Dude, it's a movie. What was that? Just, it's not real. It's okay, it's not real. And they're in a haunted house. The Poisoner's Peace. Colony life. The Uncapped Legion. Untempered. Where did that come from? Whoops. Oh my god, the CGI sucks. Yeep. Why'd you go to the dark basement alone? Don't you dare. Terra. Witch Liar Bone.
sad / scary movies. No! Ah! Well, it's not that. Will, it's not that scary. Yum yum. Don't finding meaning. Broken beats. He's the one watching the movie. She's just asleep, or they're just asleep. I don't know what their gender is right now. Oh, look at them go. Except it's fun to read this Halloween. Check out the amazing comics in this collab. Have a happy Halloween. All right, we've got ads coming up soon. Oh, okay, here we go. Yeah, skip. Skip. Poisons! Don't try and make poisons! Following contains strong language, mild body war, very mild implied sexual content. Viewer discretion is advised. Interior of Fergus's room. If Fergus is the poisoner, then whatever he's using won't be out in the open. Just like my own poisons, it will be tucked safely away, but where? Stitched into the lining of a pillowcase? No. The interior of his heel of his shoe? No, and thank the gods for that. It's not around the windowsill, which makes sense. The view is lovely, but it's a long way down. Retrieving the poison if it falls. When at a loss, there are always the old classics to rely upon. Ooh, ads. And we should be back. Yeah, there we go. Ah, there it is. So now I know. Fergus has poisons. But now the question is, what is this powder? I don't recognize it. If Evelyn was here, she'd have no issue recognizing it. Yes, that's true. I always did struggle to remember. Less commonly used poisons. But I was always there to help, wasn't I? Tell me about this beautiful poison. The substance looks like salt. It's so sweet I can smell it through the glass. It's familiar. I know I've seen this before. I don't think I've used something like this. You haven't. Neither of us have. But we have seen this before. They used to show us, didn't they? Temple elders would line us all up and show off the doctor's latest experiments. Those traitors to the temple served as examples of what poisons can do to a person. Do you recall the Thin Man? He'd been given a poison that impacted his brain for about a year. Poison had manipulated his brain into craving more of it. Couldn't consume anything else. He was nothing but bones, and yet he begged us for another dose. And a week later, his heart gave out because he starved to death. This is lead acetate, with a sugar of lead. I wonder if Fergus was able to use this. It's not actually a sugar, but a type of salt. Impossible to tell the two apart. Lead acetate has a sickly sweet taste. It's a long time to work. It would be easy to hide amongst sugar. And then, yes, those horrid shortcakes. It all makes sense now. His Majesty has lost 30 pounds in 4 months. He mentioned that his appetite has changed before. So while everyone was thrilled that he could finally eat something without being sick, he'd actually been unknowingly addicted to the lead acetate. I'm loath to admit that. This is a fairly clever plan. What to do about Fergus? I could get rid of him. How would I hide his body? I could expose him, gain trust, but Sir Alan would be on full alert. Suppose I'll just have to find a poison that works and move quickly. Ding! Uh-oh. Kenny is late. Well, you'd inform the cooks I'll be needing dinner set up. Aye. And my thoughts is potatoes. Potatoes, right? They're good. How would I ken if a doctor likes potatoes? I do not ken, but at least you've had a potato in the last week. His plate was full and we parted ways last night, filled with greens, tomatoes and chicken. Maybe he does not like tomatoes or... Oh gods, I did not ask if he eats meat. Serve fish then. Like, how could I know? How could I ken if the doctor likes potatoes? Serve fish then. That is still meat, Alan. I'll have to ask him. Till then, potatoes, but roasted, boiled, mashed, fried. Maybe some soup or a bowl of fruit. What about a nice bit of cheese? Someone who told me has not changed his mind. Putting a lot of thought into this. I am King Alan. It is name a sworn obligation. Is it name a sworn obligation to care of any guest in my country? I'm just being dutiful and true to... Found it. History of dance. Oh, come along. You can let the kitchen ken about his late supper. They can boil potatoes. I'd like to change too. Kind of my blue tunic was packed. Miss Leary always said that one went well with my hair color, and... rolls eyes. Swings. Well, what we have here is snooping around. Not at all. Oh no! I've been waiting for you. I'm wise enough to know when to admit defeat. You're right, I need your help. That deal of yours, is it still available to me? For anyone else, nay. But I've been hoping to see you alone. I can't get caught and I need more time. Of course you were. Fergus doesn't know who I really am. This is the easiest escape. Once we're done, we can leave and figure out what to do next. I am a nightcap from the temple. I am made for this. I am a tool. I'm 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 a tool. I must say there are things I did not understand. How you got into my room and set yourself prettily up this window ledge.
I do not ken how a ridiculous prodigy like yourself brought the king back to good health, even for just a day. You know what I truly cannot wrap my mind around? Oh no. Do you know what I truly cannot wrap my mind around? Your accent. Why do the buildings in an underground city have so many windows? Push. What a pity. I couldn't have you undoing all my hard work. So thank you for your services, Doctor. They're no longer needed. Oof. Oh boy. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug. Proofreader a little bit. Check out Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra. Like, subscribe, do all that jazz. Check out the Patreon and Ko-fi. Ooh, previously. That chapter was a cliffhanger. Aha! Aha! I see what you did there. Disturbing imagery and the sight of blood. And the slight blood. Yup. Grab. Snap. It's a terrible tragedy to know you are about to die. Those that have lived through such circumstances make many claims. Some say they saw glimpses of fond memories. Mama, look, a flower. How nice. How nice, my little poem. How nice. As if life gives one last little favor. Others claim to have seen glimpses of what could have been. Or perhaps what should have been. But what if they're lying? In these final moments, no, please, mercy, please. Did my husband hire you? I'll give you anything. What if your guilt reveals itself? Sweetheart? Sweetheart, what's wrong? Oh, gods, sweetheart. Oh, no. What did he do to you? Oh, please. Mercy, I beg of you, gods, it hurts. Someone, please. Does he even have mercy, sir? Then I ken we one. Only he can decide who his ghost will be. I think he might be wrong. Did I have a choice? Guilt is a heavy weight, but after, there is nothing. Jingle, 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 whoop. Jingle, jingle. What? Huh. Well, I guess that caught him off guard. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Check out Bookshrug at Bookshrug and enjoy all of that stuff. Check out Ko-fi and Patreon. Badumts. I'm a sucker for a good pun. Poisoner's Peace. Previously. Skip. Ooh. What? Small amount of blood. Viewer discretion is advised. Jingle. Alright. This is fine. Completely fine. I should be splattered across the ground, but I'm not. I can make sense of this. Can I magically fly? No, definitely not. Am I already dead? Probably not. What was that glow? Jingle, 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 jingle. Am I seeing things? Gods, maybe I am dead. Jingle, jingle, jingle. What in the... Smack, smash. Wait, are you crying? Please don't. You startled me, but I shouldn't have hit you. I've just never seen a what are you exactly? A bell creature? Spirit? I like your green glow. It's quite pretty. Wait, green glow. By any chance, did you save me? Jingle? I see. Well, you're quite a powerful creature then. Yes, hello there. My gratitude, little bell. Although you aren't after my soul, are you? That would be an unfortunate deal for you. What do you want then, little bell? Everyone else wants something. Tell you what. You have a think while I figure out how to climb this rock. Let me know what you decide. My soul, my youth, my health, my eyes. It makes no difference to me. You know, things are going to get pretty messy once I reach the top of this. Burgess pushed me out of the window because, what did he say? I'm doing too well, which means he doesn't know who I really am. But he can't see that I'm alive. I certainly have to get rid of him. Fergus, I mean. We're acquainted, but he's vile. Trust me on that. Of course, I had to survive this climb first. It's quite a long journey. Unless you could make me fly, little Belle. All I can do is hope the rocks stay firm. Gods, I would be hopeful to know where to climb. That's not possible. Whoosh, little Belle. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Is that a path? I'd much rather fly, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. Alright, little Belle, get me up there. I have a man to kill. This is ridiculous. The Southern Seas protect our nation, but for how long? I would note them. Are you suggesting that we do not have the force to protect it? Nay, we have the force. The mighty strength of our military was crafted by my own hands, but ne'er the kingdom is aware of it. But if we were to have a presence, then this kingdom's reputation would carry more weight than it does now. If I understand you right, Lord Normalton, you would have me send troops away from their families and homes just so that our kingdom's reputation incites a wee bit of fear in our worldly neighbours. Aye! Right now, every kingdom in the world views us as bloody daisies to be plucked. Or like a dog showing its underbelly at the sight of a blade. We must have a presence that would bring pause to both friends and foe alike. Aye, I see. And this is your great idea for our place in the world, on the world stage. Shall I gather several groups of at least 200 soldiers? Aye, a fearsome sight it would be. Aye, that it would be. Ah! A straw army painted in silver, that is. We will pay for the ships to transport them, or for their lodgings, their meals. If we provide the coin, I cannot help but wonder how much our people will care about reputation when they're being taxed 3 times over. Or do you suppose we descend upon the other kingdoms and hope we be accommodated? But surely you did not mean that. Such a spirit would make us seem beggarly. I'm sure you have a thought about how that reputation would trickle into our trade. After all, I pay a beggar full prices for his goods when he would accept any help at all. You're young, your majesty. The late king, may the gods rest his soul, understood that reputation creates a powerful and lasting tool. Right now the world is laughing at us. So let them laugh. Make them believe we are defenseless. If they were to stand up upon our shores, braced to fight off daisies in a field, they'll be met with the mighty force you're so proud of. Ugh, where's the honor in that kind of fight? Where is the honor in any kind of fight? Whisper, whisper. Glance, look, nods. Members of the council, you will have to excuse me. Well, did they find him? Nay, the guards check his guest quarters, kitchens, the library, and even a thorough search through the bathing waters. They took a long tour, but the doctor is not to be found. It's alright, the evening has to be somewhere. He's a real lad, but not that small. Alan is... I mean to say, is anything... That was the first thing I had to go to check and nae call him. There has been no theft. Everything is all here. Well, that is good to ken. But nay, that means he's disappeared. Something must have happened, or... Gods, and what if he's hurt? Or worse? Call him. I don't ken where the doctor is, but we will find him. Probably lost within the city. He's an outsider. Underground can seem like a maze. But what if... We'll check everything everywhere again, just to be safe. Thank you, Alan. I just want... Nay, I need to ken he's okay. Oof.
Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at the Book Shrug. Get the Book Shrug. Like, subscribe, follow, do all that jazz. Support on Patreon and or Ko-fi. And check out these other comics. Broken Mirage, Across Your Shattered Sky, Finding Meaning, A Wish That Bloomed in Fall, Tales of Sundown, Legacy, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra, The Giant of Greywater, and Locked Away. Ooh. Whoop, 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 whoop. Following contains a small amount of blood. Viewer discretion is advised. Earlier. Useless. I'll handle it myself. Just keep him in one place. Swoosh. Hold on, Doctor. There's a heal at the oven. It's just near far. Oh, swoosh.
Swoosh. Swings. Gods, what are you doing? Do you want them to see you? Why are you both even here? King down. The king of the love of the gods. Tell me this wasn't your idea. Nope. I knew it. I told Oren to tell the client I had it under control, but he's so impatient. Now Oren... Ugh. What plan does he even have? Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore. The little vine cage you created is now entirely on fire. This is going splendidly for Oren, isn't it? Gods, what an idiot. Thankfully, while my plan may take time, it's at least working. Could be of some use, though. Perhaps scout ahead to Burfirth. I doubt I'll need your help underground, but it'd be wise for you to be close. Nope. Oh, so you're going to pull Oren from those flames, are you? Or, look, the king has emerged. Would you like to take on all of his guards? Thought so. Well then, see you in Burfirth. Present day. Step. I still do not see how pacing back and forth is any help to you. I cannot sit still. The guard found no trace of him. It's late now, which makes it almost 2 nights since he's been seen. He ain't been seen by anyone, even people around the entire city. Something awful has happened, I ken it. I cannot remember the last time I saw you so worried. But still, standing around like this will not change things. Fergus will be here with some food not soon. So you at least eat something. Grab. Well, really did create a splendid path, little Belle. That's him, that's the vile man who tried to kill me. He can't stay alive, and since he pushed me from a window, I think I'll have to push him right back. Good evening, Your Majesty. I brought you about to eat at this very late hour. Fergus, I bring it here, I suppose. Sound melancholy, Your Majesty, but do not worry. I think you'll like tonight's batch of shortcake. The flavour is particularly strong. You know what that means, little Belle? Because I do. Followed Fergus in order to kill him, but I could walk away. Could disappear and let Fergus do exactly what he's been doing. Temple wouldn't be very happy, but at least the target would be gone. Fergus's plan would work and the king will starve to death. Fergus will kill him. It is what needs to be done, except... No. He is my target. Flavor does not matter to me right now, in truth. I'm not very hungry. Come now, Your Majesty. A bite will not kill you. I suppose that is true. Your Majesty! Doctor? Your Majesty. Your Majesty. I need to tell you. Gods, give me a moment, Your Majesty. It's alright. I hear you, Doctor. I have you, Doctor. Alan, you should take him to the healer. Aye, but first, what happened, Doctor? Did you get lost? Or did someone put you in this state? I suppose I did get lost. It was due to someone pushing me from a window, that is. Someone pushed you from a window? Stranger, or someone we ken. I'm your assailant, Doctor, and we will act swiftly. Why, the person who pushed me is the same one who's poisoning you, Your Majesty. And he's right here. That's absurd, Your Majesty. You cannot believe what he says. I need to take the doctor to the healer. Sir Alan, take Fergus into custody. We'll handle these claims later. Aye, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, please. You cannot believe some stranger over me. All I've done is help to keep you fed. This is how my loyalty is paid, and... what a mess. I really didn't want to get my hands dirty. But alas... Wait, that's not poison. Sir Alan, stop him! You... Holy... You... Twink... You... Exit! Wait, Archer! Boom... This isn't how I wanted to do things. Slow death is kinder. But this... Sweep... This will not be kind. Wah, wah, wah. Thank you for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow at Bookshrug, Proofreader a little bit. Check out their story, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra. Enjoying the series. Like, follow, subscribe, do all that jazz. Poisoner's Peace. Intercalary chapter. A chapter that is relevant to the theme, but does not further the plot. Whenever the holidays come around, there is magic in the air.
These times are often filled with cheerful smiles, bright lights, and warm foods. Many people may find they are tempted to embrace a celebration and forget all else. They want to feel hope, but instead they may only find guilt. The shades of the world are dark. There is hurt, there is grief, and in the midst of those cheerful smiles, bright lights, and warm foods, instead of joy, we may feel shame. How can we laugh and cheer when there has been so much tragedy? Perhaps that is when we must laugh the most. Celebrate does not mean we will forget any of what we or the world has been through. We will still grieve those we may have lost and recall terrible obstacles we may not have overcome. But somehow find a way to mourn tragedy while cherishing the precious. And despite it all, we will persevere. Because even though to live is to suffer, and to face sorrow and darkness, it is also to mend and to love. In truth, to live is to find a way in which both can be done. We can take solace in knowing that time will carry on. Next year, we will stand here again. And who knows, maybe things will look different. I suppose only time will tell. For now, no matter how you spend your holidays, and all your days after, I would wish you of three things, however you deem them fit. I wish you safety. I wish you happiness. I wish you good health. Happy holidays. Poisoner's Peace returns February 8th. Then check out these awesome series. Thrones of Fairley, another one I wanted to read. The Dreadcast Realm, that's a new one. I don't think I've seen that one. The Giant of Greywater, Tales of Sundown, Honey and Cigarettes, The Lady of Galaris, Ancient Egypt, Child of Ra, Valentine, Trinity Saga, MIA, Broken Beats, Executioner's Soulmate, Light of Aludel, A Wish That Bloomed in Fall, Finding Meaning, Stray Nightmare. Wow. We're almost caught up. 3 more updates. Hey everyone, it's been a while since I've done an author update. I wanted to keep you updated on a few things though. Those things are next update, Webtoon Canvas contest, some fun images I've drawn over the past few months, Q&A announcement. So let's get straight into things. I'm doing my best to get the next update out by February 8th. But this fight scene is way more intricate than I thought it would be. The chapters after it will be much easier to create, but yeah, this fight scene, hoping to stay on time, but I hope you'll understand if I need an extra week. I also got sick for a week. Ugh, oh geez. After that chapter comes out, I'm considering taking a month to work on those easier chapters and build a buffer back up, build back up my buffer a little bit. It ran out in December. Easier because no fight scene. Yay! I also have one more chapter to create for Webtoons contest happening in March. I hope you'll support me. It's been a lot of fun to work on this side project. Want a sneak peek? Would you be my Wendy? Has led you here. You excited for your wedding, Miss Sophie? Don't be daft, Renee. Of course she is. So promise you won't leave, Sophie? Oswald, Good heavens, look at Edwin McPhee. That haircut of his is the true victim today, don't you think? Spoiler, she did not end up taking March off. Dang. There's a mystery happening. Young women are disappearing, but no one knows why. There are whispers of a myth of a handsome young man who promises to take them away from their homes and teach them to fly. What's really going on? Based loosely off characters from Peter Pan. Hope you enjoy Pan. Nice. Because I adore you all and appreciate your support. Man, this just makes me want to make a logo for my comic, but I don't know how. Because I adore you all and appreciate your support and encourage so much, I wanted to share some art I've done over the past couple of months. Hope this gives you plenty of Colin and Tegan to think about while I work on the chapter. Oh, look at Tegan. Wow, look at them. They'd adopt all the children, wouldn't they? They would just like, no, all of these children are ours. Whoa. Angie eyes. Oh, it's so close. So fucking close. Oh. Broken wings, how fragile you can be. Oh. Wherever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same. Oh. This one is for a top secret project. I wonder what that project could be. Poisoner's Peace. Hope you're excited as I am. Ah! Happy screaming. Last but not least, while I work on this chapter and then on my buffer, I would love to host a Q&A. I'll be answering your questions while I work on the buffer and even randomly through social media, so please feel free to leave your questions in the comments. It can be for a character or me. I'm so thrilled to continue sharing this story with you. I'm working on so much and I think you're going to love it. Back as soon as I can, so see you then, Book Shrug. One more after this. Previously. Skip. These contains a small amount of blood. I can't promise this will be quick, especially for you, you stupid goat. You should have had the grace to die well. You shut your mouth. Swoosh. Alan appears. Deny you dare argue, your majesty. The bond stays until you get to safety. The bond? Aye, the bond Alan has used it in the bond. Aye, the bond. Alan has used it in the past when there is danger. It connects us. Any harm that comes to me will pass to him instead. Until he falls unconscious at least. But for now, we need to let Alan work. Whoosh. He's a dual wielder. Tap, tap, you. Whoosh. Whoosh. Fades. You. Whoosh. Wait, where are we going? To the door. The what? That what? The door. Most rooms have a hidden door built into them. Should I need to get to safety? That's good to know, isn't it? What about Sir Alan? Alan has defended me from far worse, but now I need to get out so he could focus on fighting near protecting me. This will summon the door. Once we're through, we must alert the rest of the guard. Can assist Alan in apprehending Fergus. Fergus. Very good at reading people. Thought the sense that Fergus was foul, but I didn't trust my own instincts. Sorry, Doctor. What you went through and for the present situation. But I swear Alan will take care of things. I'll get you to safety. Get back! Spread. I'd quite like to catch a break at some point. Tap, tap, tap. Poor Sir Alan. All these months I watched you, and you know what I realized? You're destined to be nothing more than a character in the background, doing exactly as he's told. Such a loyal pup you are. It's a shame you can't be in two places at once. I wonder who will they turn on once their king is dead. Then again, you already got away with killing one king, didn't you? Uh-oh. Thanks for reading. Subscribe for more. Follow Book Shrug. Call for your Patreon. Like, subscribe. Chapter 52. The final chapter of this current set of chapters. Previously, skip. The following contains a small amount of blood. Things always seem to get worse, don't they? The situation is no different. My body is exhausted, but I can't think about that. I have to get to safety. Get him to safety. Glow. Apologies, Your Majesty. Apologies. Grabs. Yep. Whip you. Tink. Doctor, I do not ken what. There's no time. We have to keep moving. Apologies again. Whoosh. Oh. Thanks to Fergus's poison, he's light as a feather. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Sooner or later, I'm going to make a mistake. There's no way I can reach that horrid archer. What I need is a bit of luck. Bling, 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 bling. What? Ring, 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 ring. You. Finally. Whip. Slam. Tap. Alan, you must take Fergus alive. We need to question him. Your Majesty, he knows. Do what you will then. Trust is a strange thing. Even those who have faced betrayal may one day long to trust in another, though it may feel like a dream made as thin as a whisper. Some people guard themselves stubbornly against trust, and boldly stake claim on a plot of caution, and convince themselves that loneliness is flavored by experienced wisdom. Trust may come slowly to these people. They may be startled by how much they want it,
It is not that they doubt the intention of those around them, but rather they have lost faith in their own instincts. Yet, the whispered dream is speaking now. It makes a compelling plea. Are we captivated by trust? Or does trust keep us captive? Dodge. I am not certain. Yet little by little, action by action, courage to trust begins to bloom. Yeah. Oh, you got impatient. Vanish. The archer is gone. Fergus is unconscious, so perhaps he's also gone. I can hear reinforcements coming. But I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Don't worry, Doctor. It's over. You can rest now. And we're all caught up. Big shout out to DG, one of my players from this campaign, who colored a full page of flats in order to help this chapter come out sooner. Thank you, DG. Well, this image was supposed to look like I'm praising her, but it kind of looks like a sacrifice. It more looks like you're doing the, like, Lion King thing. Oh, damn. Ugh, what a way to end it off. Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Yeah. It came across. Oop. Wow, there goes my audio. Right at the end. Nice. Perfect timing, at least. Oi. Oh, man. That's awesome, though. Thank you for checking out my little story. And I'm going to continue to check it out. Basically, what's going to happen is I'm going to wait for more updates, and I'm going to read more of it. I torture myself by binge reading. I can't read week to week. Lord help me. All right. Now let's go ahead and find someone we can raid into. This is definitely wonderful. I'll definitely need to figure out what comic I want to read for Friday. God, what do I want to read on Friday? I don't know. There's so many comics, I can't pick the perfect kind of read. That'll be neat. Hope you enjoyed it. You've definitely got an amazing story here. Emma, book shrug, whichever you want to go for. Whichever you want to go by. If you have a specific name you'd like me to call you for your online handle, by all means. But this is such a slow burn fantasy. It's my kind of thing that I would definitely write in a D&D campaign. Not only is the romance really well done of just someone slowly breaking away from their old habits, just the fact that it's just like two broken people slowly helping become healthy. And it's so well done. You've gotten such a good grasp on these characters. It's so good. And I can't wait for more. Ugh. Alright, so now let's check who's online. Either name is fine. Thank you. Make my day to hear. Yeah. And I look forward to seeing more of you. I'm following you already. I'm following your webtoon. I'm following you on Blue Sky. Hopefully I'll see more of your stuff around. And then once there's a good chunk of updates ready, I'll check those out as well. And why is my audio just cutting in and out so much now? I might need to get a new headset a lot earlier than I thought. All right. But first and foremost, let's add absolutely, and I can't wait to watch more reads you do. Great to draw too. Yeah, that's one of the things that I love about these streams. It's just people can work to stuff that I'm doing. It's really nice and pleasant. All right. The
Poisoner's Peace. And we are on update 52. Okay. Now let's see who's online. Let's see who started. Mary Lamb's online, yeah. Yeah, we can raid into Mary. Mary's doing Fortnite. Why not? Ugh, okay, so we can close this. Move over here. All right, raid Mary underscore Lamb. There we are. And as always, thank you for everybody so much for being here. If indeed you still are, tell the people you love that you love them. Give them a hug. I will see you all next time, where tomorrow we will be doing a chill stream as opposed to the collab we did have planned. I'm not going to go into details. We had to put it off just because people's health concerns were coming up. So tomorrow I'll probably try doing maybe some Monster Hunter. Maybe I'll try doing some more Rogue Legacy. That's always fun. We shall see. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Get up, stretch, grab some food, grab some drink. Take your meds if you haven't taken your meds yet. You deserve to take care of yourself. Even if you believe you don't, you do, because I fucking said so. So take care of yourself, please. We'll see what else the night brings us tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll be doing. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world that people enjoy what I do. Just put some kindness back into the world, even if we have to kick and scream to do it. I will see you all next time. I do appreciate you all. And just hugs, head pats. Yeah. Bye. Oh, and our raid message, as always, is get appreciated, nerd. In this case, it's going to be nerds, plural, because multiple people are playing Fortnite with Mary. Yeah. But all right, then. With that said, bye.